All right, here we go. Back at it again. We're back with the 2022 Wellington Cup with AEL, and thanks to the Wellington Shire Council. Today we're coming at you with the high school bracket, so Smash Ultimate. This time all the players are from high schools in the area, and yeah, thanks so much to our sponsors for putting this one on. We're proudly supported by Predator, AOC Gaming, and Rig. So thanks so much to you guys, and thanks to the Wellington Shire Council as well.
Yeah.
Middle of everywhere. Yeah, so we're going to get straight into it. The bracket's been going a little bit already. If you're interested in the bracket link, it should be on the Facebook. But it's a smaller bracket today, obviously. Less people in high school than the open bracket. But we've got some returning faces from yesterday. I think we've got James coming on stream now, who played yesterday. We've also got Impure Soul, who didn't play yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see today if maybe one of the players who made it far yesterday but didn't take it over some of the Melbourne guys can take it tonight. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Just a reminder, the stage list starters are Battlefield, Small Battlefield, Final Destination, Pokemon Stadium 2, Smashville. Counter picks are Lilac, Cruise, and Town and City. But here we go, underway. Both from Catholic College Sale.
Yeah.
So a bit of friendly fire here, but let's see how this goes. Kirby Pyromethra should be interesting.
Yeah, like the fastest character in the game versus like the slowest character in the game. But that doesn't mean anything. Kirby, obviously a character that can be slippery, even though they're very slow. Multiple jumps. And Mithra, you know, if you follow any Smash in the past year, you probably know and love Mithra. She's just really, really fast. Giant aerials. And yeah, it's going to be, I think, a little bit of an uphill battle if you're playing Kirby into this monstrosity of a character. But I believe in Impure Soul, even though so far the deficit had a bit of a pause there.
Accidental pause.
Yeah, that should probably be turned off in the rule set, but that's all good. We'll probably adjust that one after this set. Here we go. So, yeah, James taking that first stock, and it's looking like he's pretty clean with the Mithra combos.
Yeah, just throwing those hitboxes that a lot of the times will lead into other hitboxes that Mithra has.
Yeah, that's what a combo is, actually.
Yes.
It's all good. We're a little bit tired here at Sale.
Yeah,
no, but it's been such an awesome tournament. Like yesterday was so good, and it's so good to see some of these players come back and like just to see how much they've improved in like 2 days. Obviously, events like this, you know, a lot of the players were saying yesterday they don't have the opportunity to come to events like this a lot. And it's just really cool to see like how they've embraced it and how they're like so dedicated to improving. Yeah. Even before bracket today, we've had players rocking up like literally 30 minutes before the doors open, hungry to get some friendlies in and get a lot better at the game.
Yeah. I know you were working with Eevee.
Yeah, actually,
he was very early.
Having a couple of friendlies with Eevee when he came in. He's a really nice guy. All the players here, you know, it's just really cool to like meet new faces and talk about the game and yeah, like it's such. I think sometimes you forget when you go to tournaments and you see like the same players at the very top, you know, in every tournament. You forget like how diverse and broad this community is and like the wide appeal that Smash Bros has. It's really a special game like that. Yeah. But speaking of wide, that Pyra F Smash, yeah, is a pretty giant hitbox. One of the strongest F Smashes in the game as well. And James using that one to deadly effectiveness and a 3-stocking Impure Soul. Hate to see it, you know, you got to take it easy on your fellow classmates.
Yeah.
If you're both from Catholic College Sale, come on, James, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, it's all good.
So they are going to turn off pause.
Yeah, they're going to turn off pause now. It'll be in the advanced settings. Yeah, here we go. Pausing off.
Well,
that's still on. That's still on. That's a rough one, but that's fine. Good to see that they're going to turn that one off. If we were playing, you know, in a super serious top 8 grand finals, if you accidentally pause during a set, then you do lose the stock. Make sure underdog boost isn't turned on. Yeah, that's.
We don't want another smash or
launch rate is 1.1.
Launch rate.
Launch rate is 1.1. Scott, launch rate is 1.1. You have to turn it back to 1.0. Yeah, it's all right. A couple of technical difficulties. Yeah, launch rate being 1.1, that's something that the Smash community is
Very scarred about.
Yeah, very scarred. Sometimes. Okay, there we go. We've done it.
There we go.
We have done it. Yeah, 1.1 launch rate can be like super devastating because your combos won't work. You'll be like, why did I die earlier? You know, it's there's been some big scandals at big tournaments when setups have been revealed to actually be at 1.1. But no, it's cool to see now that we've had a little bit of a freeze. Oh no, okay, all good. Yeah, sometimes the switches can be a little bit slow, but that's all good. Yeah, now I wonder if James is going to stay on the Pyramithra, if he's got another character that he might bring out after that one, or if Impure Soul is going to try the Pyramithra, it looks like. Maybe she's like, oh, Kirby, you know, Kirby really doesn't have the tools to compete here. I got to bring out the big guns.
It's Cloud as well.
Pythra, Cloud. Yeah, obviously 2 characters, pretty prevalent in Ultimate. Cloud, they're both just big sword players, you know. But I think if this is her first time playing Pythra, it might be a little bit hard. Like that Blazing Ed, really great move, but also you can't use your sword when you throw it. So, although seeming like she's having a bit of success with all these buttons.
Yeah.
Oh, don't run into that one.
Yeah.
That is like a super scary move. Even if you just charge it and stand in place, like it elicits a little bit of fear.
Yeah, Cloud now with the limit. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, unfortunately missing that cross slash. Like you do have to go for something with limit, considering it has only a 15-second timer. But oh, nice, she makes it back with the Blazing End. I think yeah, the Photon Edge has been like doing a lot of work.
Dash attack.
Yeah, dash attack killing really early. Such a strong move, and also like not the best DI from Impure Soul, but it's a hard mechanic to wrap your head around when you're just starting out, I think.
Does get the stock back with the air smash though.
Yeah. James like I think like playing really smart, just kind of not committing to anything, using Nair to like whiff punish anything that that Impure Soul kind of commits to. But this is a much closer game for the first one. Wow, kind of like that Tomahawk Photon Edge. It's kind of a cute idea. Now, is she gonna make it back? Nice. No, she's got the recovery down pat. Okay, and yeah, nice aerial drift from Mythra.
Doesn't caught out the air smash though. That's James taking that second stock.
Yeah, James comfortably ahead now. Now we are playing best of 5s again today, which means that James is gonna have to secure 3 games. 3 games in a row to cop that one. To get that win. That big dubski.
And Vance, yeah, and Vance in the bracket as well.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about this bracket as well, since it's a bit smaller, more of the players are going to get to play each other. There's going to be a lot more local matches. I suspect there'll be a lot closer matches as well. I think the top 3 is really interesting. Like, you really can't predict who you're going to see up there. And, like, the players have improved so much today as well, right? Like, Mr. Gentleman yesterday, it was a completely different beast to Mr. Gentleman today. Yeah. Same with, like, Eevee, same with, like, a lot of these faces that have come back the second day. Even James. Yeah, James, like, yesterday was playing completely differently, and now he's just so much more comfortable moving around, so much more comfortable, like, with both of these characters. The Pythra especially, like, that 3-stock was super impressive from James. Love to see how far he can take it in this bracket tonight. But, yeah, no, great to see Impure Soul out here as well. Yeah, I'm just super excited. As the day progresses, you know, an hour from now, I've got no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these players as well are settling on their characters. Yesterday we saw like a lot of character swaps.
Yeah.
Today I'm hoping to see some people just sticking to their characters. Obviously, Mr. Gentleman, a big hero player. I think Eevee was kind of like picking between Pikachu and Joker.
Yeah.
And Terry as well. I quite like the Terry from Eevee. If that one comes back out, I think could see some success there.
Yeah. Oh, James going on to Incineroar now.
On the Incin, yeah.
Impure Soul staying on the Pyramithra.
Yeah, I think Pyramithra worked a bit better for her than the Kirby. She just has, like, especially Pyra, just has really good buttons.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to hit any crazy combos. You know, you hit them twice and they're at 50%, so that's all good. Nice, the fair F smash. Kind of linking pretty well. But I think... All right, and James Not getting the strong hit of that side B.
We have stage hazards on.
Oh, stage hazards are on. Stage hazards are on.
We might have to get them to restart here.
That's right. No, we're just running with it.
Okay.
You know, that's the... Oh, no. It's looking like we are going to do the restart.
That's unfortunate. It's alright. We didn't really get to see... Well, we didn't see any PS2 yesterday from memory.
Yeah, no, it's cool that they've gone to PS2 today. Yesterday was pretty much all Battlefield Final Destination.
Yeah.
A little bit of SBF. But, yeah, we're going to replay that one. Turn stage hazards off, obviously. This isn't Melee. You can turn the hazards off in this game, and that's nice because, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit annoying if random treadmills come up while you're trying to combo someone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn stage selection in order off. Just select, just anyone. Yep, nice. And then stage hazards off. Very nice.
There we go. I think they accidentally turned it on.
Yeah.
When they
controlling your character's hard, but controlling menus even harder.
Yep.
It's true. It's true. No, I'm getting some laughs from the venue, but really, like this game's menus, sometimes they're a little bit finicky.
Alright, so we're gonna head back into game 3 here. Yeah.
Alright, game 3, PS2, this time hazards off, which we like to see. A little bit of maybe a home field advantage for James, playing the Incineroar, playing the Pokemon. Fortunately, Photon Edge Tech Chase not working out. I like the idea, though. I think Impure Soul is like really grasping the concepts a lot better, even just in this game 3 compared to game 1. Oh, Final Smash Meter's on.
Oh.
Final Smash Meter is on.
Another.
Scott, Final Smash Meter's on. Yeah. These menus, they are evil. Maybe if Scott just changes the settings.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just play it out with Final Smash Meter. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they just want to. These rule sets are okay. Well, she's off the edge. Yeah. No, that Photon Edge does
send you a free fall.
Send you into free fall, so you have to be careful with that one.
So unfortunately,
yeah, this third technical difficulty, that's a bit rough, but that's okay. We will turn this one off. Maybe Scott grabs the controller this time. He just grabs the controller, no one touches any buttons, turns it off hyper-surgically, and then we'll have the perfect rule set, and we won't touch it for the rest of the tournament, and it'll be awesome.
Yes.
That's okay. No, this literally has happened at like giant tournaments, at like majors. People, you know, they try to turn pausing off, or they try to turn something else off, and they accidentally set the launch rate on, or like there was an underdog scandal last year at one of the majors. I can't remember.
Smash World Tour.
Yeah, Smash World Tour. One of the setups, the stream setup, had underdog boost turned on, which is like a really weird setting that gives the player who's losing a little bit more knockback and damage, which like made it so that some stuff killed earlier. It made it so that some combos didn't work, and then some of the viewers who were watching the stream were like, "What? That killed so early, or that combo didn't work." And then later they like did some you know post game science and found that the underdog boost had been accidentally turned on the setup. So look, this can happen even at the biggest tournaments. Just lucky that we caught it early. So underdog boost, pausing off, score display on, show damage. You have to find final smashes. Is final smash meter? Did they turn it off? They turned it off? Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Cool. That's good. Now, rule set's ready. Ready to go. I'm so happy. Happy that the rule set's good. Happy that the players are ready to go now.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for these guys, James and Impure Soul. They've started this match 3 times, but that's all right. Getting into it now. And this time, this is true Final Destination. Here we go. And they're on small battlefield this time, but you know what? That's fine. It's just baby PS2. It's still biplats. You know, I think a lot of people talk a lot about blast zones, and like they matter. Like town and city vertical blast zones matter. PS2 horizontal blast zones matter. But you know what? Platform layout. That's the main thing. That's going to impact your neutral. It's going to impact your combos. It's going to impact you know, like stage control as well. And small battlefield and PS2, very similar.
Pretty even so far.
Yeah, like trading blows a lot. The one difference is the Incineroar is going to be able to either kill very early or die very early due to, you know, the kind of rough recovery that Incineroar kind of has.
Yeah.
Although it's looking pretty good for James here. Oh no, she's used that Blazing Edge and she can't recover. Look, yeah, on the player cam. Bit of a face palm there. Yeah. it can be a little bit rough, I think, with these characters. Like, having a side B that, like, doesn't necessarily put you into freefall or move you, but does lock you out of, like, pressing any other buttons is really unique in this game.
Yeah.
I think it's something that, like, even tried and tested. Wow, that was a really nice ledge trap with the Flame Nova there. Pyro neutral special can be so good at just, like, lingering, covering a bunch of options. Yeah, but looking like James is feeling pretty comfortable ahead. If you're Impure Soul here, you really have to take that stock. Nice, the back air. Yeah. Pyro back air, such an interesting move. You know, like, it kills, obviously, but also has, like, just a very vertical knockback. It's really strong, you know, so landing Pyro back air is going to... Oh, no, she's blading ended again. Yeah. That's rough. That's okay. Here she goes. Still in it. All right, look. I kind of like the Ray of Punishment. I don't know, it's just such a great move. It, like, really covers yourself as well if you can hit that projectile. It's like safe damage, great combo ender, can be a good out of shield option as well. Yeah, just like a very cool option. And she's taken the first stock, right? So this isn't unwinnable.
Yeah.
But James is just so comfortable recovering. Oh my gosh, that's scary. Incineroar now, and she's done it again.
And
that is rough.
That's game.
Yeah, that's game, and like
Game 3.
a convincing 3-0 for James. You know, like a little bit of technical difficulties in the middle there, but James definitely shown through. I think all the characters he played could equally be a threat later in the bracket. We didn't see any Incineroar yesterday. Not sure if he played any in losers bracket. But yeah, it'd be cool to see that coming out versus some of the other names that were floating around. You know, love to see that Incineroar maybe come out versus like Eevee or Mr. Gentleman or any of those players. So yeah, let's see. I think next stream set, and obviously, unfortunately, that was a team kill for Catholic College Sale, but that's all right. There's quite a few of them in there. I think Catholic College Sale and Mafra Secondary College have been very well represented at this tournament, and I think the only player that isn't from either of those schools is Eevee, who's come from Yarram Secondary College. Yeah. So yeah, great job, Eevee, solo repping. Gotta represent, you know. And if any of you guys are like watching from home who are from those schools, you know, definitely have a look at the bracket, see how all your friends are going, cheer them on. And Impure Soul isn't out now. Impure Soul has just been knocked into the losers bracket, so she will be able to still potentially make a run for the tournament as she climbs up through there.
Yeah, and just looking at the bracket here, 3-0s all across the board, winners round 2. Eevee winning over Hydra, 3-0. Paul Susie winning over Duck Lover, 3-0 as well. James winning 3-0, and Mrs. Gentleman 3-0. So
yeah, I mean, those were, I think, the top 4 seeds. Eevee, poor old Susie, James, and Mr. Gentleman were all played yesterday and all made pretty good runs. So no surprise seeing those guys take those convincing round 1s. But yeah, we'll see how these next matches are going to go. It's looking like Eevee and poor old Susie are hopping on the stream setup now. Poor old Susie, we didn't get to see her on stream yesterday, but I'm super excited to see what she has for us. She's from Catholic College Sale. Eevee again, like single representing. Sorry, I'm getting some mixed signals. Someone's doing some sign language at me. I'm trying to distill what they're saying.
from Yarram.
From Yarram Secondary College. Yeah.
So yeah, so three Catholic College Sale players moving on. I'm interested to see if Eevee's able to just completely sweep these 2 schools that are being represented, be the sole survivor, and take it this tournament. But you can't really count out Paul, Susie, James, Mr. Gentleman.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I'm like, obviously Eevee and Mr. Gentleman we saw in the winners bracket yesterday. We saw them on stream. But I think poor old Susie and James may have been victims of Sebpro and Sora, who obviously came up from Melbourne yesterday and were able to play in the open bracket. So now, without those, you know, kind of bloodthirsty competitors coming all the way from Metro Melbourne, now we have the chance to see these guys on stream and potentially see some like really cool sets and some cool local sets, you know. And I think that is going to be like a big highlight for me, at least. I really like seeing players who we haven't seen before play, you know, play sets in a way that we haven't seen before as well, in an area, you know, like out here in Sale. It's really cool.
Yeah. So next, next is Eevee.
Yeah,
versus
yeah. I think
Susie.
we might be going on. I'm not sure if they're getting straight into it or if there might be some technical difficulties. We're just yeah, just hanging out. Again, I think yeah, I think we're having a couple of technical. Oh, poor old Susie is actually a guy. Sorry, I just like saw the tag. Susie, I like assumed I
Yeah.
can't see them from where I'm sitting, so I was like, Susie, yeah, that must be a girl, right? That's a girl's name, but
It's
it's
alright.
whatever, you know. Susie, good on them. That's fine. That's whatever,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm interested in what Eevee picks today. So we obviously saw Pika. We obviously saw Terry. I think we saw Joker and Pyramithra. Those two
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So Eevee, obviously, like a bunch of different characters that they have at their disposal. Poor old Susie, I haven't seen what he's gonna bring to the table.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
be super cool.
Both of them, interesting note that both of them did go out in losers round 4 to Mr. K and third place from yesterday, who was, from memory, I can't remember his name.
It's really cool. I think one thing that's awesome is
Jaxter Block, yeah.
this setup, like when it's got all these random tags from all across Australia, because obviously AEL has travelled, you know, all around Australia for these tournaments, and you
Yeah.
just see players. You know, I'm seeing Glace there from Queensland. I'm seeing Danklin there from Vic. I'm seeing FICO, who like is a commentator who hasn't played in like a couple of years. It's just really cool to see all these different names from all over the place, all in the one setup. It really makes you like pretty good. Like there's Razy, you know, obviously Bin, he's a great pit player. You know, just yeah, super cool. Ari as well. Yeah, just so many different tags.
Yeah.
From all across great Australia. Such a great Smash scene we have here.
So that,
Also, actually, I'm just gonna send this message.
yeah, so they're just doing their tags now. And I'm interested to see who Paul Susie plays. So we did not see any of them on stream. So quite excited to see.
Oh yeah, no. Like I think Eevee with that giant character pool, even against me in friendlies, he was like swapping characters like every game. I think it's like if you're not sure, like if you don't have like a great connection with one of your characters, you know, like you're a new player, you haven't yeah, if you're like a new player, you haven't got you know, a great connection with a single character. Oh, okay, Susie's on the link. Here we go.
Even on the Pyramithra.
Yeah, so it's looking like, yeah, Eevee on the Pyramithra and Susie on the link. Eevee didn't look like they selected their tag. I think they made their tag, but they didn't select it.
I think well, they just made a tag and just have default settings anyway. So
Oh, okay, so it's fine.
yeah. So apologies if you guys can't hear anything on stream. We've had a bit of an audio issue.
Yeah, sometimes it seems like the game sound's not coming through, but that's all right. We're just gonna commentate this as normal, and it's like looking pretty even so far.
Yeah.
I think like Susie's like seems pretty comfortable firing all these projectiles, and like wow, that was such a nice like little mix up, like the air dodge behind an F smash.
Yeah.
And the tech in place, weaving through that, like I think it was a good idea from Eevee to like catch the landing with the
dash attack.
with the dash attack, but tech in place just had enough iframes to sneak through that very lingering hitbox. And like Susie as well, showing I think that they've got like a pretty good grasp on the the ledge trap with the Flame Nova. Eevee just learnt that one before. He did it to me by accident, and he said like, "Oh yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but that's really good." So I'm like really impressive to see him applying it like this quick.
Yeah.
That's like a very good hallmark of like, hey, wait, this works, and I can do this, and I'm using it already. You know, and nice, yeah, the tech in place up smash. I think Susie's very aware of that move. I saw before they tried to go for like the returning boomerang into the up smash, which is just like a classic kind of Link confirm returning boomerang kind of into imagination.
One thing I am here, I am saying, being
here we go. There's that Flame Nova ledge trap again,
him off ledge
and it's scary as well. Yeah, like I think the threat of it as well maybe made Susie like a little bit wary. Didn't want to land directly onto the stage, and then unfortunately like just like overshooting it a bit and falling to his death.
The one thing I'm liking from especially mid throw, they're using their throws now and converting it, not just throwing, but as well doing the throw into up air.
Yeah, like down throw, up air, like super important, I think, with these characters. Nice, again, that Flame Nova ledge trap. It's just such a great move. It's like very lingering, covers like a bunch of options. So like even if they get up from the ledge, they potentially could get up into it. Yeah, like great to see that awareness from Eevee. I think that move on its own has like just like really turned this from what could have been an even set into a little bit of a stomp.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's the up B.
Really nice
Taking
up
the
B.
stock, and that's
The Prominence
game one.
Revolt, I think it's called. Yeah, that's like
Prominence Revolt.
super good move, and yeah, like cover that air dodge in with it. Just like puts out so many vertical hitboxes, makes it really hard to get past that wall of flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now so that was like obviously game 1 to Eevee. I think the technical difficulties. Oh, it sounded like the buzzing stopped for a second there, but then it started again.
So we had a bit of an audio issue. We're gonna quickly pause this game to see if we can get sound back.
I'm not sure if we're pausing or if they're still going ahead.
I think they're pausing the games.
Are they pausing the game? Yeah, trying to get the sound back. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, buzzing just stopped. But still no game audio though. So maybe we'll see if we can get this game audio. Oh. Yeah, but I quite liked. Oh, I'm getting some game audio, I think. Am I?
I can hear some game audio, but it's like really quiet.
Yeah, it's really soft. But then, yeah, a little bit more game audio, please. Thank you.
And
yeah, we're good.
I'm hearing some game audio now.
Yeah, we're all good.
There we go.
That's very good.
There we go.
Awesome. Fantastic. I think we're probably good to go now. All right. Yeah, that's all good. Okay. And here we go. So this is game 2. Eevee took game 1 pretty convincingly with the pith throw with those like great Flame Nova ledge traps. Now we're gonna see. I'm liking Susie using the Master Sword beams. It's kind of like a funny little mechanic that Link has in this game. They only come out at 0. You know, once you have more than 0% damage, those sword beams stop coming out. It's just kind of like a callback to Legend of Zelda, where you get Master Sword beams when you're on full health. But yeah, that Prominence Revolt actually sticking through the platform. Pyra's sword goes slightly down under the ledge, and it can hit people who are standing underneath it, especially a tall character like Link. So yeah, like. Okay, and there we go, like the up smash
Just
again.
getting these up smashes, and they've been working for it.
Yeah, I think up smash is just like, it's a really good move. Both Link and Young Link have, you know, that multi-hit up smash. It like catches a lot of people. The F smash as well. Link just a character with such strong smash attacks.
Yeah. Almost getting stock there, I think, with the up smash.
Yeah, I mean, Susie's just taken that stock. Eevee now is going to have to work a little bit harder, I think. Especially with like how patient Susie seems to be playing. Like, doesn't look like he wants to fall for any of those big Prominence Revolts.
Yeah.
Oh, but that Flame
Good
Nova.
back throw, and the Flaming Nova does catch that
yeah,
landing
so
on
good
stage.
at catching that air dodge onto stage. I think like potentially, if you're Susie here, maybe he wants to start going to the ledge a bit and using that legend vulnerability.
Yeah.
Because right now, you know, it's just looking like every time he goes on stage, Eevee is just there waiting to get that confirmed damage and either kill or send them back off stage. But Photon Edge onto stage is actually pretty nice. Those hitboxes obviously covering Eevee a bit there.
Yeah, nice all that smash there. Dash attack just whiffs, rolls into the up smash there.
Yeah, up smash is just such a really good move. If your opponent, you know, is maybe not paying as much attention as they need to be, like not respecting you enough and rolling in, then that up smash is just going to catch people all around you, suck them in and do a bunch of damage. But now Susie, oh my gosh, I think that Master Sword Beam actually knocked Eevee out of his smash attack, so unfortunate for Susie there.
Speaking of catching, that Prominence Revolt did catch that second stock of Susie there.
Yeah, and now Eevee, like, with the convincing lead. I think Susie, he's probably sweating a little bit to take the stock, but there you go, that up smash. Yeah, old reliable.
He can come back.
Okay, the bomb going off. Now, Pyra's attacks will detonate the bomb all the time because they all have the fire element, right?
Yeah.
And explosives in this game mostly will detonate very quickly if you hit them with fire element attacks.
Rapid jab there. Just was the S smash.
Spot
Another
dodging
whiff
through both hits of the S smash. Move that normally catches spot dodges, but I think maybe Susie let rip the second hit a bit too early. There you go, yeah.
Good whiff punish there.
Great recognition from Eevee, being like, okay, this guy, he's up smashing a lot. I'm gonna wait for him to press that button, that really laggy button, and then I'm gonna F smash him with my giant, highly damaging Pyra F smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like really smart. Like I think Eevee, like every game, he's just getting smarter, making like more informed decisions, adapting. Like it's really good to see. I think if you're Susie, maybe you're sweating a little bit going into this game 3.
Yeah,
looks like he might be swapping characters.
See what he picks here.
I honestly think that the Link seems like it had a good shot, but you know, if you need to switch, you need to switch. Oh, the Toon Link.
We're going to Toon Link here, yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I think like obviously like a similar skill set, especially you know if you're not super familiar with the combos. Obviously both these characters, lots of different projectiles. Toon Link a little bit faster, so maybe able to like be a little bit slippery when it comes to Pyra and Mithra's speed. And I'm liking the boomerang usage as well. I think like boomerang obviously such a high priority projectile for both of these characters.
Yeah.
Shocking with up air really nice as well. Susie looking like maybe a little bit more comfortable on the Toon Link.
Oh, jumps in the Flame Nova.
He has jumped straight into the Flame Nova. That is really rough. Obviously, he wanted to kind of poke from below with the up air, but as well, you know, that's one of the issues with swapping to a different character is they have different jump heights. You know, they control very differently. So when you swap, if you're not, you know, perfect with your spacing and the way you're moving around, you might just overshoot something and get hit.
Up air does take that stock off Eevee there.
All right, a little taunt from Susie. He's looking a little bit cheeky, but still, he's got a 50% deficit to climb, so... Okay, waiting on the ledge with the tether recovery. That was really smart. And obviously, that's something that Toon Link has over Regular Link. Regular Link not having a tether recovery in this game. Maybe he feels a little bit more comfortable weaving through the Flame Novas, the Flame Novas at ledge with that hookshot recovery. Oh my gosh. Down airing into the Pyra up smash. That's a serious commitment. I feel like Susie's
punishes the F smash,
weaving through so many of these deadly hitboxes. Very courageous, I think. Like seriously, air dodging through. Oh my gosh, and just dodging that Prominence Revolt as well. And down airing it. Oh my gosh.
Dodges another one.
Seriously.
Down air.
So scared for Susie here, and still living at 140 versus Pyra.
Dodges.
Doesn't make it back.
Unfortunately, not going to make it back.
Yeah, look, when you air dodge, obviously that puts you into quite a lot of lag. But now Susie on their last stock, he's gonna have to do something slightly differently in this last stock situation. I feel like Eevee has been consistently really strong in the last stock situations. He's a bit of a thinker, happy to sit back, gonna come out versus Susie if he's gonna get any big shield breaks or large projectiles. Looks like he might be like fishing for some of those buffs. Yeah, I did shield break him earlier with Psych Up down air. So he might have that idea in his mind and be thinking it would be cool to see some of those buffs come out.
Yeah.
Oh, Magic Burst,
coming
that's
out.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
58%.
Not gonna kill you at 0, but now Eevee has no mana.
So he's able to make this back quickly before he gets sent off stage by Susie. Up smash does catch the jump. Hero spin doesn't quite kill yet.
Here we go.
Forward air, sends off stage.
He doesn't have much
It tries
mana.
to air dodge back on the stage. Doesn't make it back, he doesn't.
The
And
air
that's
dodge,
messed up.
I think he was unsure how much mana fully charged Kaswoosh would cost, so he like went for the air dodge, hoping to get back to the stage, but then obviously the air dodge put him in too much lag, he wasn't able to fully Kaswoosh back. That's just a little bit, it's hard, right? Like if you don't play this game a lot, if you don't play hero a lot, knowing all of the mana costs for all of your options is like a little bit of a hard commitment. But now he's magic bursted again, meaning that he has no mana. Just like, you know, like kind of like Tyler 1 in League of Legends, you know, like you have no mana.
Down smash does
like,
connect though, no crit.
And these down airs doing massive work for Suzy, definitely paying dividends. Like back onto 50 mana, but that's not going to. Okay, he's hovering Magic Burst again. But those projectiles are just stopping him from doing any menus. And he's selected Thwack, but he got interrupted. So he lost the mana, but didn't even get the move. It was a great idea from Suzy, going deep there. But unfortunately, the Kaswoosh Tornadoes are able to just pick up that stock. Nice.
Punishing the F smash there, and Suzy does take that stock.
Sneaking behind, but bounce now, meaning that those young Tink projectiles are going to just get reflected. Yep, there you go.
There we
That
go.
boomerang getting sent straight back.
Players having a bit of a loss about that.
Yeah, bounce.
A kamikaze, no!
And he's ended his own career.
no.
Yeah, kamikaze will kill you first. And now we're going into a game 5. Maybe he didn't realize he only had 1 stock left. Maybe he thought he had 2 stocks, and Suzy only had 1 stock. Maybe an accidental selection. You don't know. Maybe he just wanted to have a laugh. You know, just go for the kamikaze. Yeah, when you're on 1 stock, that move, even if it would kill them, you're still just gonna lose straight away because you lose your stock down to losers round 3. So like, they only have to win what, two sets, and potentially make top 3. And now those top 4 seeds have comfortably made it into winners round 3. Oh wait, no, so that was Eevee, poor old Suzy was obviously winners round 3, but now it's looking like we've got James and Mr. Gentleman. Yeah, James and Mr. Gentleman. Mr. Gentleman, obviously the hero player. James, we saw him before on the Pyramithra.
Yeah.
I think there's been quite a lot of Pithra at this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Gentleman is very comfortable in the matchup now.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just been playing Pithra after Pithra after Pithra. Yesterday we had Seb on the Pithra. We had Sora on the Pithra. We've had Eevee on the Pithra. We've had James on the Pithra. We've had... Now we've even got Impure Soul on the Pithra. You know, it's just Pithra out everywhere. There's so much Pithra.
Yeah.
And obviously they're like a really good character to pick up if you're looking for a strong character that's easy to play. You know, just 2 sword characters. When you need to kill, you can swap to Pyra. She kills. When you need to rack up damage, swap to Mithra. She hits you millions of times. So yeah, it's cool that has kind of caught on around the venue as the character pick of choice for people who are unsure.
Yeah.
It's also like when you see other people playing the character, you can be like, oh, this guy's good at this character. I can steal some of the moves they're using, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've seen, you know, I saw Seb or Sora use Flame Nova at ledge. I'm going to Flame Nova at ledge.
Yeah.
Or I've seen them use Blazing End, get like a Blazing End footstool confirm. Maybe I can go for that Blazing End footstool confirm.
Yeah.
But now we've seen, so Mr. Gentleman did bring out the plant yesterday, but we've seen the James DDD, actually. So this is different to what he was playing before. He was playing Pithra before, but now he's on the Piranha plant. I mean, sorry, now he's on the King DDD, and Mr. Gentleman is on the Piranha plant instead of the hero. Which is interesting, actually. I would have thought he only swapped to the plant yesterday when it seemed like all was lost. I would have thought maybe he was more comfortable on the hero. But, yeah, we've got plant DDD. Now, both of these characters have, like, very active, deployable, spiky balls.
Yeah.
It's just kind of weird. They both have them. You know, like the 2 characters in the game that have these like strange, like really strong projectiles, like both Gordo and Patui do like upwards of 15%. Gordo can sometimes hit you twice. Patui can, you know, like fall off the stage and hit you.
Yeah.
Poison
Poison
Cloud.
coming out.
And the
Breaks
poison,
the shield there.
That's a great setup from James. Unfortunately, not getting the punish. He went for a jab instead of an F smash. But like, really impressive that he knows that shield break setup. That's like what plants do worldwide. That's like a very common plant setup, but it can be a bit tricky to set up. He's gotten the shield break with the Poison Cloud down B. Super awesome, but yeah,
Gordo
there you go, the
getting
Gordo
caught out.
snipe. King DDD able to summon that Gordo and then like suck it in with his inhale, and he'll shoot it out very fast, doing more damage. Kills very early that Gordo snipe, and you know, like great recognition from James, able to use that. It's such a shame that Mr. Gentleman didn't get a big punish off that Poison Cloud shield break, but now, yeah, look, the onstage recovery with the plant copter, yeah, looking pretty dire, and James just so comfortable swinging this big hammer around, doing so much damage, taking stock so early. That F smash. Now he has stuck the Gordo to the side of the stage. That sometimes happens with King DDD. I think it's a 50% chance or a 30% chance that the Gordo will stick to the side of the stage, and it'll just remain as an active hitbox.
Yeah. James just sending Mr. Gentleman off stage, getting these Z tilts forward airs.
Mr. Gentleman maybe looking for that, like, the plant copter up into the blast zone, but unfortunately it can be a bit of a tricky move to hit. Okay, looking for the Patui, not finding the hit. Okay, I like the ledge trap. Good idea with the ledge trap. Maybe he can go for another Poison Cloud. Just look, at 147, pretty much anything from Mr. Gentleman will kill. Plant has a really powerful up throw, really powerful up smash. I'm wondering if Mr. Gentleman is aware of that and if he's going to be able to employ one of those moves to take the stock.
Dash attack, not quite going to take it.
Yeah, dash attack, not one of those strong kill moves that Plant is known for. Down B could take it though. If he lands a down B snipe, he could do it. He's looking for this setup again. Oh no, he went for a second Poison Cloud. Not sure if that was what he wanted to go for.
Gets caught with a down air,
James
sends him downwards.
Styling on him, getting the DDD dunk.
3 stock for game 1.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Mr. Gentleman's maybe going to swap to Hero now after that plant not working out. Obviously, Hero is a really good character into King DDD. He's got the sword to contest him in the air. He can find bounce on the menu to just reflect all of the Gordos, regardless of whether they get inhaled, regardless of like the set play. You just don't have to care about them. Yeah, like I think Hero is like a fantastic pick here if Mr. Gentleman is aware of that. We'll see where he goes.
Alright.
Yeah, looking like he's hovering the Hero a bit, but maybe he's unsure. Like yesterday, maybe like not going that far with the Hero. Maybe he felt like he has to try something else, but no, I like the Hero swap.
Going to Hero.
And James has swapped to the Mithra. A little bit of a counter pick from James. If we wanted to, you know, if we wanted to be strict with the rules, then James would have to pick his character first. But you know, that's fine if both of the players are okay with the counter picks happening. Then that's all good. But yeah, looking for the psych up and the frizz. Now that was what Mr. Gentleman was kind of optimizing yesterday. He was really good on the frizz. I'm fully charging it as well to get that like giant Kafrizz fireball. Just so much damage, kills incredibly early, and like it does shield damage as well. It can break shields. Kafrizz is just such a great projectile.
Yeah. Photo is punishing that whiffed air smash there.
All right, but here we go. Now James has kind of got him in the blender. Like Mithra, like a character that can just combo you for ages. And Mr. Gentleman, now like look, when Eevee's on the Hero, he like mistakenly presses Kamikaze. We didn't see any mistaken Kamikazes from Mr. Gentleman. He's very selective with his menu usage. He knows exactly what spells he wants to go for. He's not random at all, you know?
Yeah.
But James like quite smart with the Blazing End usage. Nice, the down air. But can Mr. Gentleman find this stock? Up air, not really a killing move, but maybe if he can find an up tilt, an up smash. Back air, down air, again. He's big on the landing down airs, Mr. Gentleman, but that is just going to kill so late. Zapple, not going to do it.
And the dash attack takes that first stock.
Actually, I don't think it's Zapple, I think it's Kazap. Second one, Zapple. But, what funny moves, man. Hero's just got the funniest names for his moves. Zap, Zapple, Kazap. And looking for another Kazap, but not finding its mark.
Really struggling to find his first stock here. See
Yeah,
what he can do.
Any of Hero's kill moves, yeah,
The
dash attack will do it. Look, okay, and this is actually fine. He can look for some buffs here. He's hovering Magic Burst. No, he's burned all his mana. And James was 2 on top of it. James dashed back,
Loses
let him
his
waste
jump.
the
He's
mana
not
from
going
the
to be able
Magic
to make
Burst.
it back.
Yeah, and he can't make it back now. Yeah, that's rough. If you're Mr. Gentleman, you're probably kicking yourself a little bit there, but that's okay. He's not down and out yet. I think the hero seems to have a lot more success. But let's see what he can do.
This Mithra is just so oppressive. He's not able to get anything out.
James, like, looking really clean, pressing all of those, getting those big Mithra combos, able to just kind of keep them in the Nair Vortex. All right, but finding, ooh. You know, I think Mr. Gentleman had the idea to maybe catch the air dodge in there, but just didn't get the punish. All right, and now at 94%, the Pyra is out from James. Any move could kill. Pyra has such big attacks, you know, an F smash, a down air into something. Now that's off stage. This is deadly. James maybe, James was looking for the down air, but unfortunately getting clipped by the Kaswoosh. And he's been snoozed,
coming out.
F smash, juicing it up and finding that one.
All
nice
it takes is some damage and a crit.
And he's psyched up. He's psyched up now. Now psych up means that potentially he could be looking for a shield break. Oh, Prominence Revolt, that will do it. That up B, such an incredible kill option. You know, you can kind of just throw it out and it'll catch people, it'll pull them down into the strong hitbox, and it will kill them at all sorts of percents. On the ledge, on the platforms, really great awareness from James to use that one. And now he is 2-0 up against Mr. Gentleman. Look, I'd like to see Mr. Gentleman stay on the hero. I think he's had the most success with the hero, and I think that he could definitely do it. If he does that again, oh wait, they're doing hero dittos?
Like a hero ditto.
All right, hero dittos. Here we go. Both players playing hero. Mr. Gentleman, obviously, big hero fan, loves this character. We'll see if James has got the skills to pay the bills when they're both playing hero. If he can beat Mr. Gentleman at his own game. Mr. Gentleman getting dare F smash for a clean 43%. Now James has the Kafriz fully charged on deck. Nice shielding from Mr. Gentleman, aware that he has to block that one.
You can see how much damage it does to the shield though.
Yeah, it potentially will shield break or shield poke. It often shield pokes because the explosion hitbox is just so big. All right. Now this character, obviously a lot slower than Pyra Mithra. You can see like how much more trouble James is having piloting this guy. Using the aerials, you don't really get to just kind of run at them and then get a free pass like Pyra Mithra. I like the idea though, using Kafriz to cover jump off ledge. Nice, and just the quick swoosh back to the stage.
Whack coming out. Just completely
now Mr. Gentleman, low mana here. He's gonna have to find some hits if he wants to get the mana back. And he's getting low, not just low mana, yeah, nice. The Sizz projectile is going to go off stage and kill pretty early.
James, someone looking comfortable in this character.
Yeah, I think James just like really focusing on playing a very fundamental hero, right? Like using all the aerials, not worrying too much about menu, and he's found the crit at center stage.
Doesn't quite kill.
Not going to kill though. We got that nice little crit zoom in. And here we go. Magic Burst,
catches
really
the jump.
Nice.
That is really good from James there.
Really great usage of the Magic Burst edge guard. It reaches beneath the stage and will catch you as you jump back to ledge. So like, that was just really smart, knowing that Mr. Gentleman had to release the Kaswoosh and he got a full mana Magic Burst. And he's put bounce on now as well. So any projectiles, although S-Smash, not a projectile.
No,
still gonna die to that one.
See Mr. Gentleman can make this back.
And he's psyched up.
Almost
if that crit, that would have shield broken. And now, yeah, look, Mr. Gentleman really maybe looking to change something up, take this Ditto, it'd be good. Oh, Tech Chase Kafriz, that is a classic hero move. And unfortunately, Mr. Gentleman setting the Kafriz the wrong direction.
Psych up down air, doesn't really do much.
Except a lot of damage. Psych up down air does like 36%. What a crazy move. Gentleman now at kill percent, 100%. Zapple center stage, not going to do it.
James looking for the kill here.
And that Street Fighter music is in full blare. When you're only on one stock, the music gets more intense.
Back sends off stage. Doesn't kill though. It's sending from the middle of the stage. Whiff down air. James down ledge.
This has been like a big scuffle for these players. All right, and now they've both defrizzed. A bit of a Dragon Ball moment. They've sent their Kamehamehas at each other, and they've clashed in midair. Neither of them getting hit. 164. James looking for this Kazap, but it's not finding its mark. Mr. Gentleman at 180.
And
wow,
that down air.
finding the down air, but he's bounced off the stage and still died. It was untechable. At 190, yeah, look, you are probably finished. And can't do much for that one. James with the clean 3-0, even taking it in the hero ditto at the end.
That was really good showing from James there.
Yeah, showing that his like fundamentals really shining through even when he played hero. Didn't really need to do any crazy hero stuff. Just like good usage of all of hero's sword aerials, good usage of those projectiles. Yeah, like very, very clean 3-0, sending Mr. Gentleman to the losers bracket. And now just that means that in this semifinal, we're going to see Eevee versus Mr. Gentleman. Oh, no, Eevee versus James, sorry.
That's going to be a very, very interesting match to watch.
Yeah, both of these guys, seed 1 and 2. Eevee, obviously, with a bit of a better run than James yesterday, but also today, the seeding has been a lot closer. So, honestly, either one of these guys could take it. James, obviously, from Catholic College Sale, and Eevee from...
Yarram.
Yeah, Yarram Secondary College. Both of these guys representing their schools. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Eevee can take it for Yarram and secure his spot in that in those finals.
Yeah.
Securing a spot in top 3, right? This match is to secure a spot in top 3 to get that medal at the end of the day.
Yeah, and just a quick... Oh, no, this is... No, it's semifinals, so I'm pretty sure that they are guaranteed top 3, maybe, I think.
I think because it's semifinals, if you lose here... Oh, yeah, actually, no, I think Challenge... Yeah, Challenge calls calls finals semifinals.
Yeah.
Normally we call this finals, but Challenge, the bracket thing we're using, is called it semifinals. No, this is actually essentially finals. And then after this, you'll secure a spot in the grand finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these guys have both made it top 3 already. Even if one of them loses here, they will get third. But we're going to wait for the losers bracket to catch up now, it looks like.
Yeah. And just...
Yeah, so again, this has been like a really cool bracket today. We've had so many close sets. So that was obviously like a 3-0, but remember, poor old Susie Eevee was a game 5. In losers bracket, we've had a couple of close sets too. We had you know, Duck Lover Hydra was a 3-1, so Hydra was firing back with that game there. And yeah, it's been really cool. I think Catholic College Sale has really showed up today. Like obviously Eevee is from Yarram, but Catholic College Sale has poor old Susie, who's gone very far. James, who's gone very far. Mr. Gentleman, also from Catholic College Sale. They've done really well, and they are both now in losers bracket going to be playing against Rinyoku and Duck Lover, who are both from Mafra Secondary College. It'd be cool to see someone from Mafra getting into this top 3. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be, obviously, I'm an unbiased commentator, but I'm going to be rooting for Rinyoku and Duck Lover, hopefully, to represent Mafra Secondary College in this top 3.
Yeah. So, we did not, so obviously Paul Susie played the Toon Link and the Link. Haven't seen...
Yeah, we haven't seen Duck Lover play before, but I like the tag. I also am a lover of ducks. Duck Lover 247, maybe that's like 24/7, like they always love ducks. Like, Duck Lover 24/7, like there's never a time of the day, any day of the week, where they don't love ducks.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think that looks like Mr. Gentleman versus Duck Lover there now. So I wonder how the hero is going to go from Mr. Gentleman versus whichever character Duck Lover is going to pick. I'm trying to think, maybe Duck Hunt Dog? If you're a duck lover, maybe... No, actually, you definitely should not pick Duck Hunt Dog if you're a duck lover, because that's a game about hunting ducks. So, yeah, do not pick that character if you love ducks. You know, you don't want to perpetuate hunting of ducks. I mean, obviously, it's an old game from a time... I think you'd be hard-pressed to find any Nintendo game about hunting ducks these days. But...
Yeah, so...
But yeah, we'll see. I think it'd be cool if she played Duck Hunt Dog.
I think she's just doing her controls now, or they're trying to connect.
But actually, Duck Hunt Duo does have a duck, so I wonder like how that duck feels being paired with the dog that assisted in the hunting of the duck. Like, have they just come together like,
maybe
like look, you know, we were former enemies, but now we're allies in this game.
Yeah, maybe they're just buddies.
Can you imagine if like Cloud and Sephiroth were like a team in this game? They were like, yeah, you know, like we're enemies, and also you've kind of killed like tons of people, and you know, you're like the big villain of my universe. But you know what? Hop on my back.
Yeah.
Hop on my back, and you've got a wing. Like Sephiroth has a wing as well, so like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they should do that. That's like what Duck Hunt Duo is. And it really makes you think.
All right. So we're gonna get into in this game.
Like who else? Like Link with Ganondorf on his back. Okay, looking like Mr. Gentleman will be at the top. He's looked down in the menu for his tag, but his tag will be at the top because he just played.
Yeah.
There he is.
It's gonna be Lucario here.
Yeah, seeing a bit of Lucario. Lucario, like a character that like is a little bit underrepresented in the scene. I think Lucario is quite underrated. You know, like a lot of people they'll say like, oh, Lucario, you know, not the best character. I think like even though Lucario's design can be a little bit questionable at times because obviously you get stronger as you lose. Still like a really good fundamental brawler character. Plays very unique because of how fast he is in the air. Like Lucario is such a fast character. And he's been crit. Unfortunate for Duck Lover 247 that they've been crit in the middle of the stage there. That would not have killed if it wasn't a crit. And now Mr. Gentleman only 9% on deck, comfortably taking that first stock. But yeah, I'm liking Duck Lover's like usage of Lucario's movement, but she's very bit of a counter enjoyer. She keeps going for that down B, which will only activate if they hit you when you use it.
Another crit!
Mr. Gentleman is lucking out today. If this wasn't a high school tournament, I'd say with how lucky he is with these critical hits, maybe he should go to the casino.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's really lucking out. You know, obviously, he's only hit 2 F smashes and they've both been crits. So that's a 1 in 9 chance that you can do that. Okay, that up smash not critically hitting. Maybe his luck's run out. But if you're Duck Lover here, you know, look, sometimes you get a bit unlucky versus hero. That's kind of the catch-22 fighting hero. Sometimes, even if you're playing really well, the hero's just going to get lucky with critical hits and spells. But yeah, these dash attacks looking good. I'm liking the usage of the Aura Sphere. Obviously a really good projectile that Lucario has access to. And when Lucario is this far down, last stock at 120%, Lucario is going to be at their strongest.
Hands coming out, so...
Lucario's Aura, yeah. That actually wasn't the Kafrizz. That was the fully charged Aura Sphere being reflected by Bounce. Because Mr. Gentleman had Bounce out, and Aura Sphere, obviously a projectile, one of the strongest projectiles in the game when you have that much Aura, when you have max Aura. And then being reflected, going to make it even stronger and probably going to kill you no matter what percent you're at.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough for Duck Lover 247. Yeah, I think like really great from Mr. Gentleman managing to not hit any of those counters. Like Duck Lover constantly going for the counter, trying to be a little bit tricky with the way that that she approaches, like saying like, oh, you want to hit me while I'm approaching? I'm going to counter and hit you back for you know not respecting me.
Yeah.
But like the recognition of that and then getting those giant F smashes that just so much reward, really good. Now neither of those stages, we'll see which stage they go to. Yeah, and I wonder if Duck Lover's got a different character that maybe she like feels a little bit more comfortable in the matchup with, or whether she's a tried and true Lucario player. I do think that character is really underrated. There's a couple of really good Lucarios. I know like Chisel from New South Wales, fantastic Lucario player. Worldwide, the character hasn't seen much representation. Obviously, there are some big Lucario players in Japan as well. The thing with Lucario is you kind of, sometimes you count Lucario out. You're like, oh, you know, this character doesn't have much, you know, stubby aerials, not very strong without aura. But then you realize, like, Lucario is like this weird version. It's like almost like a fast Ganondorf with a projectile, with a great recovery, like really tricky movement as well. Like extreme speed, the up B, fantastic movement option. That down air stalls you in the air. Oh wow, and that counter coming out. Lucario's counter is excellent as well. You can approach from any direction because like depending on where you hold, Lucario will come from a different direction. And Lucario just does so much damage. Also having a command grab, that side B, it's going to beat shield and do an incredible amount of damage, kill very early. Yeah, just a really cool character. And that counter, again, looking like Duck Lover has worked out the timing for some of these moves, finding another counter and countering these smash attacks, doing big damage.
Doing a lot better this second game.
Yeah, obviously like feeling a lot more comfortable. And throwing out the Aura Sphere, Mr. Gentleman kind of delaying the fall a bit with the Frizz. Nice, and that Aura Sphere firing back, taking the first stock. Duck Lover looking pretty happy to grab that first one. But now, yes, go Frizz. What a giant projectile. You know, you've got a giant Aura Sphere, I've got a giant Fireball. All right, and trying to jump out, but that giant F-Smash hitbox, gonna catch jumps sometimes. That counter not working out versus the F-Tilt. But yeah, I'm liking the offense from Duck Lover. Like, oh yeah, like floating behind. Like, I really like that movement. If you just saw how she was mixing up the dashes and the walks, staying underneath Mr. Gentleman and looking to get a punish. Yeah. I'd say like the worst thing about Lucario is even though it has such great kill options, such tricky movement, with no aura, the damage can sometimes be a little bit lacking. Like we've seen how much Duck Lover has been able to hit Mr. Gentleman in the stock and still only 43% on deck. Whereas Hero's attacks, they just hit like a truck sometimes. And that up smash, definitely gonna do it. Now, Mr. Gentleman, yeah, healing, getting heal is just so good. But a stock down for Mr. Gentleman, something that a lot of people don't know when they think about Lucario's aura, is that being down in stocks still gives you aura. So like being down a stock means that the aura is gonna be a little bit stronger. It's gonna come fully online a little bit earlier.
Yeah. See what this Lucario can do.
I'd like to see...
And the
crit
there
in the center of the stage.
And that's game 2 going Mr. Gentleman.
Mr. Gentleman up 2-0. He's hitting so many smash attacks. It's great. Honestly, we didn't see many crits. Even though he was hitting so many smash attacks yesterday, we didn't see many crits coming out from Mr. Gentleman. But it's really cool now that we're seeing him getting all these crits. Yeah. Obviously, the randomness, sometimes if you're like a super competitive player, you're like, man, I hate this. He just got lucky. He just got this lucky crit. But I just think it's fun. Like, you know, like, look, the character's in the game. He's got that dice roll mechanic attached to him. It can be a little bit infuriating when you're on the other end of those critical hits. But, you know, it's fun. Fun to see those moves coming out, killing early, see Mr. Gentleman getting those giant rewards. But I'd like to see Duck Lover take this. Obviously, representing Mafra Secondary College, we have enough CCS in that high school, in that top 3. We've already got James, who's made it into top 3 for Catholic College Sale. Maybe if Duck Lover 247 can take this for Mafra Secondary, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, well, it's going to stick with the Lucario.
Sticking to the Lucario, and it's looking like Mr. Gentleman wants to change character. Oh, okay, no, sticking to the hero. Yeah, that's good. I really respect sticking to your guns. You know how your character works. You've got your strategy. Honestly, if Duck Lover can keep, I think keeping up the pressure was working really well. Like Duck Lover obviously pressing kind of better buttons than Mr. Gentleman. Lucario dash attack being like really good. Lucario like tilts being really good, looking like the S smash being really good, being moves that are a lot faster than Hero's moves. I think if if Duck Lover can keep that up, like look at that. Yeah, that offense just doing really well.
He's getting the pressure on Mr. Gentleman, can't really get
anything
going.
That counter does call the S smash. Just not doing enough damage though. I'm not sure if the
Thwack does take the stock though.
Thwacked at 40%. Look, that move has a percentage chance to kill the other person instantly. If you're both at like 40-60%, honestly the chance is probably only like 50. Probably only like a coin flip whether that's going to kill you. But that thwack coming in clutch, killing early. Nice. The extreme speed. Really hard to punish that move. Just such a great recovery that also gets better with aura. But Duck Lover committing to a lot of counters. Oh,
and there's
and
another
the critical
crit.
Hit. And now Mr. Gentleman, 2 stocks up. If you're Duck Lover here, you really need to take this stock. Nice, I like the dash attack. Charging up the Aura Sphere and the F-Smash.
Does pull it out.
Really good. And fully charged Aura Sphere now on deck for Duck Lover. If she hits that, that's going to do maybe like 20%. Oh no, selecting counter. Nice, extreme speed back to the ledge. Look, you can never count Lucario out. When Lucario's on last stock, getting closer to kill percent, they just get stronger. Ooh, it looked like that Aura Sphere traded with the Zapple a bit. Okay, landing, not getting hit by the F smash, but that counter not working out either.
Accelerator now coming out from the hero.
Less counter might be good for Duck Lover here. Nice, and the F smash now doing so much damage with Aura. That F smash really looking dangerous. Okay, the F tilts now. Lucario at 120. This is maximum Aura time.
Let's see if Duck Lover can get something here.
If big shot. She lets it rip, but it's not going to find it. Do it again,
should
and
hit,
that's going to kill.
And that's the stock.
All right, last stock now.
132.
Look, Duck Lover is on 132, but when you're Lucario with max Aura, anything is possible. Fire another one. Show us some of those big projectiles. Okay, you cannot get hit by that F smash. Counter, such a big commitment at this percentage. If Duck Lover does one bad counter, Mr. Gentleman is going to be there with the F smash waiting. But here we go. The dash attack finding its mark. That down air not killing yet. The up air
will kill there, and that's 3-0
to
Mr.
hero
Gentleman.
kick for Mr. Gentleman. Great showing from Duck Lover on the comeback that last game, but unfortunately, Mr. Gentleman, just with the consistency, I think good recognition that like going up to meet her with the up air is going to kill a little bit earlier. Mr. Gentleman was struggling with killing a bit without finding his big hits, without finding his up smashes and his Kafrizzes. So like finding that up air was really smart by him. But a great showing from Duck Lover and really like utilizing that Lucario Aura mechanic to its maximum extent.
Yeah. So that's Mr. Gentleman moving on in the bracket. I think that was losers from memory, yeah.
Yeah, that was losers.
So
and
unfortunately,
now,
Duck Lover out of the tournament, but losers semis.
Yeah, we're going to see this losers finals going to be between Susie and Mr. Gentleman. Whichever winner of that is going to secure themselves third place and fight for potential to go up into the winners bracket for the grand finals.
Yeah.
So this is now, unfortunately, out of the top 4, only one of them is not from Catholic College Sale. So James, Susie, and Mr. Gentleman, all from Catholic College Sale. They were the top 4 seeds this tournament, all 4. So it's good to have seen them all make it there. But now Evie and James, I think, or potentially we're going to see Susie and Mr. Gentleman.
It's looking like Susie and Gentleman.
Susie and Gentleman? Yeah, that's Susie sitting down now. So, yeah, this will be a really interesting set. Susie obviously on the Link and the Toon Link. Mr. Gentleman, if he can find Bounce, that is going to be a critical asset for him in this set. Bounce just completely invalidates all the projectiles that Tink and Link can throw out. So we'll see if he recognizes that he has to go for that and if he can find it in those menus, if he can do a little bit of menu shuffling.
Yeah, Susie, with that Toon Link though, did keep a lot of the pressure by just being in the opponent's face.
Yeah, using those Toon Link aerials, those great tilts, like obviously F-tilt, fantastic move. Like that up smash usage as well. If Mr. Gentleman goes for too many of those Hail Mary F smashes, I think Susie's the kind of player who's going to be ready to punish them. You know, Susie's so good at like sneaking behind as well, like doing those air dodges through, rolling behind, able to kind of find himself in situations where the other player has committed to a button that's probably a bit laggy and he can find a big punish. So would like to see which one of these players, I think like on paper the matchup swings Hero's way, but this player matchup, I feel like Susie probably has a little bit of a stronger game plan for the way that Mr. Gentleman comes into these sets. But obviously as well, a lot of time for adaptation. We are playing these best of 5s, a lot of different stages that could come into the mix. I think if Mr. Gentleman gets a big stage where he can like run back and like find those menu options, can find, you know, can charge up his big Kafrizz. Like Kafrizz is a move that you can't block with the hero's shield, right?
Yeah.
Because even if you block it, the explosion is still going to hit Tink. Like, it's just too big. Same with like a lot of these menu options, like Kaboom. Kaboom, even if you block the initial, like, the spark of Kaboom, the giant explosion from Kaboom is still going to hit the Link player, right? Even though they have the shield. Whereas, it'd be cool if, maybe if Mr. Gentleman picks up a little bit of that shield usage from Susie, right? Because Susie is so good at using that shield, that, like, walking and shielding projectiles. If Mr. Gentleman can pick that up, because Hero obviously has a shield as well, that shield is actually going to beat a lot of Link's projectiles as well.
Yeah.
So here we go, we're going into it, we're seeing the Hero, the Toon Link. Susie feeling a little bit more comfortable on the Tink. Poor old Susie versus Mr. Gentleman for these losers finals.
Catholic College Sale showdown right now. Here in the losers.
Yeah, again, a battle, potentially a team kill for Catholic College Sale. But we'll see. Again, that up smash and like usage of the up air as well is so good. Feels like if you really don't want to be above Suzy, he is just so good at using those up airs to keep you from coming down.
Yeah.
I like the Zapple usage though. Like Zap, such an underrated move in Hero's kit. You know, a lot of Hero players, they go straight for the menu, they go straight for that big neutral special. But that side B is so good. It's such a great spacing tool. It's huge, you know. And side B2 is giant. It's like Sephiroth back air.
Yeah.
It also, you know, hits twice, does tons of damage, doesn't cost too much mana. You know, it's not costing more than 20 mana. It's only like 14 or something. Like a really good move. If Mr. Gentleman can use that to their advantage. There you go. That fireball. Gonna have a hard time blocking that one with your shield. And bang. Okay, so
block.
bang probably small enough that you can block it with the shield.
But that
but
fireball
then,
seals the stock.
yeah,
though.
the fireball sealing the stock. Both of their F smashes kind of going through each other, having a bit of a giggle. Both players. I think it's good. Like the cool thing about them both being from the same school, they've probably played before. They probably have a little bit of a download on each other's habits. Probably know. And look at those taunts.
Yeah.
Suzy's being a little bit funny. And good recognition, like he has to shield the fireball, right? You don't really want to give Mr. Gentleman that free like 40% from Kafriz. Just such a big move. And as well, shielding that is just great for you because it means that the hero player has wasted like 30 mana.
Yeah. Down throw. Tries to connect it with R smash. Doesn't connect though.
Here we go. Those tether grabs. That third one finally hitting the hook shot. Oh no, and he sent him below the stage. Mr. Gentleman panicking a bit after getting hit by that arrow, and Suzy pressing that really annoying taunt. that is really annoying. The noise as well coming from Toon Link when he does that, he kind of just screams a bit.
And they're just standing there.
Being a bit annoying. And that Hatchet Man obviously not going to connect on the other side of the stage.
Fireball doesn't go
wasting
to
the
right
mana
well.
on the Kafriz. Suzy looking really dominant here. Okay, nice work with the zap.
It's those taunts, man.
Yeah, the taunts, I think it's a mental win, right? Like, just going to mental boom your opponent by pressing the taunt button a lot.
Yeah.
Really freak them out. Get inside their head.
F-tilt sends it off stage. Fireball not fully charged.
And so many times, like, Mr. Gentleman, like, overshooting that dash attack, and Toon Link being small enough that he can just kind of sneak under.
Yeah.
Nice.
Catch
that
the
F-smash.
jump.
Catching jump from ledge. Now it's tied up. Look, like, even if you're on 50% as hero, you know, this character can kill so early. You know, you can't count Mr. Gentleman out here, especially if he finds something in the menu, if he charges up a Kamehameha or finds that psych up. Oh, but I like the idea with the boomerang confirm. Looking for boomerang fair. That is a classic Tink confirm. That F smash almost doing it. Charging an arrow, going for a high swoosh. And yeah, catching the landing with the F smash. Really great recognition from Suzy, getting that punish. And now Suzy with that pretty convincing game one.
Yeah.
And you can hear that pig from the Toon Link victory screen.
Yeah.
Kind of squealing. Very cute. I like that victory screen. I reckon top 3 victory screens in the game.
Yeah. So have to agree. Probably the 2 best ones in my opinion. Probably the Joker one and the Sephiroth one.
Yeah. Oh, the DLC have really good ones. Sephiroth has a great one with the fire in the background. Joker has a great one running across. Steve has a fantastic one. He builds the house. There's some really good DLC victory screens. But from the base game, I reckon Toon Link with the pig is just really cute.
It's really cute, yeah. Well, we're starting here now on FD. Space here for both of these players are so projectiles, not really any there's no platforms for them to run onto.
Yeah, so no platforms to kind of have any solace from the projectiles. But what it also means is that like those aerial approaches are going to be even better. You know, no platforms to kind of help you get down from the sky or to cover you from any aerial hitboxes. All right, and that oomph is now on Mr. Gentleman, which means he is going to hit a little bit harder with this knockback and this damage. Oh, he's swooshed into the up air, and Suzy looking for that up B.
Down there,
missing
coming
the last hit, and
connects
again,
the up B.
And that's going to kill off the top. Now, in that situation, if you're holding out, and out and down, you can actually probably not die to that one because it doesn't really kill off the top. It more just kills off the side. But here we go. Suzy going quite deep, getting hit by the Kaswoosh.
Stays his jump though. He's able to go back on stage.
Oh, he's ticked Hocus Pocus instead of bounce. All right, down air, just big enough to kind of kaboom. Look for the kaboom. Unfortunately not. And throwing Kaboom there can be a little bit of a challenge because the thing with Kaboom is it's going to clank with a projectile and the explosion's going to trigger early. So I think Mr. Gentleman maybe knew that and didn't want to press that button too eagerly.
Yeah. Bold Susie, though, catches the early jump off stage with that hero spin and manages to even make it back on stage. So he's here with a 2-stock advantage.
Yeah, 2-stock lead for Susie. Looking pretty hard for Gentleman. You really have to steal this stock. He needs something big here. That returning boomerang despawning just before it hits Mr. Gentleman. Maybe he needs luck on his side again. He needs one of these big crit F smashes. Zap, not going to do it. Oh, the bomb catching him out.
F smash, whiffing there.
Looking a little bit desperate for this stock if you're Mr. Gentleman here. And Susie, really comfortable to just dash back, you know, like, kind of use that Toon Link movement, and yeah, fair.
There's a
Great killing aerial, getting off stage, and sealing that one.
Yeah. So good showing there. Still got one more game.
Yeah, one more game for potentially Mr. Gentleman to bring this back, change up his game plan. I'd like to see Gentleman get one. You know, I think he's been on stream so much. Really, I'm really rooting for him. I think. I really like to see the hero as well. You know, such a tricky character to play correctly. You know, maybe he's picking some Zelda music. On Final Destination, this is like FD Small Battlefield. I think it looks like they've picked.
Yeah.
And Mr. Gentleman stopping the plant, right? This is his other pick. And when the hero's not working out, he's bringing out the plant.
Let's see what he can do with the plant against Toon Link. Game 3, here we go. Starts off with an arrow.
All right, here we go. And the Patui.
If Paul Sousa doesn't keep in mind about the Patui, it could really hurt him here.
Yeah, it can be a little bit of a like a really good trading move. Like if you trade straight hits with Patui, it just does so much damage, and there's pretty much like no single hit move in the game that's going to do like that 25% that Patui does. It just does so much damage. Depending on where it hits you as well, obviously. Oh, he's rolled into that up smash, and the DI not fantastic, meaning that Susie takes that first stock pretty convincingly. Only 20% on the board for Gentleman. He's going to have to stop being so polite. Maybe be less of a gentleman and play a little bit dirty if he wants to get these stocks back.
Yeah.
I'd like to see potentially that shield break set up at the ledge if he can get Mr. Gentleman to go back there. Okay, footstooling. One cool fact about Piranha Plant is he's the only character in the game that has a footstool attack. So if Piranha Plant is crouched and someone footstools on him, he has a unique attack animation that happens because you can't jump on a Piranha Plant in Mario Bros.
That's crazy. But the up B is going to take that second stock. Mr. Gentleman, possibly the final stock, final game of this tournament for him in this loser's side.
Yeah, this potentially, unless he can find a big comeback here, it could be the end. Mr. Gentleman, I like the idea going for that big F smash, but Susie is just so slippery, like always going for those roll behinds. I'd like to see Mr. Gentleman potentially catch on to that one. I mean, maybe punish one of those roll behinds. Rolling obviously like is a pretty high commitment option. If they're rolling all the time as well, your rolls get staler, which means they have more vulnerability. If Mr. Gentleman, oh no.
Oh, unlucky SE there, and that's game 3.
That is game 3, a 3-0 to Susie, looking pretty convincing. Unfortunately, knocking out his classmate at Catholic College Sale. But now that means that Susie is going to secure a spot in the top 3 and advance into that losers finals.
Yeah, so now we're going to go winners finals here. It's going to be between Evie and James, and obviously being the first 2 seeds, projected to most likely be here.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, honestly, even though they're the first 2 seeds, I have got no idea which one of these players is better. Like, at the beginning of the day, I was definitely in the Eevee camp, but James has just been playing so clean today. You know, like, the Pithra combos, like, his Mithra has been going off, regularly hitting, like, 5 aerials in a row. I don't think we've really seen anything like that from the other players at this tournament. So I'd be really interested to see if he is able to take it over over Eevee, sorry. And also, like, the thing with James, I think even though James has been swapping onto a bunch of characters, Pithra definitely, he looks like the most comfortable on them. Whereas Eevee really doesn't have a character that he truly is the most comfortable on.
Yeah.
You know, he's really happy to swap between the Joker, swap between the Terry, onto Pikachu even. Yeah, we'll see what happens between these guys.
Obviously, Eevee being that sole player from Yaren?
Yeah, Eevee being the sole player from, I think, yeah, Yarram Secondary?
Yarram Secondary, yeah.
Yarram Secondary College. And James, again, one of the, so top 3 currently is Eevee from Yarram Secondary College, James from Catholic College Sale, and also Susie from Catholic College Sale. So Catholic College Sale is definitely repping up in this top 3, but maybe, you know, Yarram Secondary College, they're one representative, they're one volunteer, you know, like the Hunger Games. He's risen to the front, potentially able to take this.
Yeah, you see, obviously.
James getting a little pat on the back from Susie, maybe like a Catholic College Sale, like friend, like a bit of coaching before the set, like you can do this, man.
Yeah, a bit of motivation there. I know there's a whole group of them just supporting each other, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, I think it's really cool as well. I like how they've all come to this event together as well. Like, I think it would be a great day out. Definitely, if you're interested in coming to a Smash tournament, or if there's one in your area, or even if you just like want to go on a bit of a road trip to Metro Melbourne and come to something, go with a group. You know, go with a group of friends. Even if some of you aren't the best Smash players, it's just really fun to be there with friends. You know, you'll always have someone to talk to and play with if you're a bit afraid of talking to new people, or if you want to make new friends. You know, there'll be so many different people for you to meet and hang out with. Yeah, just a really great environment. Definitely get around to it, guys.
Yeah, and we're seeing here DDD versus Byleth. I was not expecting... I know Eevee has a bit of a Byleth, wasn't expecting to see it here today.
Yeah, no, he was playing the Byleth a little bit in friendlies. I am a bit of a Byleth player myself, and I use that Edelgard skin too, so I like it. But I think going for that down B at the ledge, just like really high commitment option. It's not active enough to be a great ledge trapping thing. I'd like to see him maybe pick some different buttons, because that is just going to get him punished every time, it looks like. And James with the Gordo ledge trap. Gordo is a fantastic move to use at the ledge. Nice, and he's DIing out that up air.
Yeah.
I was just teaching Eevee about DI before, so potentially that might help him live a little bit longer versus some of these DDD setups.
Yeah, and one thing I'm seeing with James as well, this DD...
Oh, he spot dodged the down B, the Byleth
very
down B.
brave of him. But this DDD also looking as comfortable as his Paramithra as well.
Yeah, looking like a really, really happy camper on the DDD. Obviously a character that as well, even though like has some tricky moves to use, just has like a really, really strong neutral, lives for a really long time. You know, can be really tricky for players who don't know the matchup as well. Like, Gordo is such a weird thing to deal with. Like, look at that. You know, the hitbox is out. You kind of want to hit it, but then DDD sucks it up, and now that is a great gimp from James. Able to hit that that down air off stage and just send Byleth into a spot where she can't really recover. Byleth's tether is obviously like a really fantastic recovery, but if she has no jump and she's in that bottom blast zone, you know, even with that tether, you're not going to make it back.
Yeah.
And now Eevee really feeling the pressure here. This DDD is just relentless. Those big hammer aerials, like, contesting really well, and the Gordo is just such a great tool for messing with your opponent, making them kind of check themselves, be wary of where they can land, be wary of where they have to shield.
Yeah.
And James, again, he's like really tricky with his movement.
He tries to be a bit tricky there. Trying to kill the up B, doesn't really happen. But dash attack will kill there. Attack. And Eevee taking that first stock off James. Has a bit of a percentage comeback
like
though.
A really great kill option and a really great burst option as well. Like, does good damage. Can send it to tech situations for more damage as well. But at 150% on your last stock, going into this ledge trap situation with DDD. Oh no, he's gonna. Okay. Luckily, doesn't get the shield break. That up B can break your shield, but the Gordo
gonna
killing
kill there.
at 150.
James looking very comfortable in that game one there.
Yeah, Eevee maybe a little bit confused. Obviously, King DDD can send you for a loop if you're playing against this character for the first time, or even if you're just not familiar with the matchup. Like, playing against a skilled character is playing against someone who's skilled at the character and skilled at the tricks that they have is so different versus, you know, playing against your little brother who's just picked random.
Yeah.
Like, when you just pick a character and you don't know what they do, sometimes, you know, you're just throwing out the moves. Like, there's not really... They don't really have the setups down, but James was really comfortable, like, throwing out those slow Gordos, able to run underneath them, like, shield correctly, you know, just like put on the pressure.
Yeah. Well, we're seeing the Joker coming in now from Evie. Obviously, he did play that one of his games on stream. So what he can get done here against the DD. Aho initially does clank with that Gordo. It gives him the early percentage.
All right,
lead.
and yeah, I think maybe Eevee like a lot more comfortable with all the speed that Joker has to kind of like rush down DDD. Obviously, Byleth is a character that's quite slow. But nice. I'm liking the
Good
Rebels guard. Now he's very close to getting Arsene on deck, and
Another
here he comes.
Rebels guard timing.
Looking for a 2-frame on DDD's recovery is pretty... Wow, that does so much damage. That both hit DDD and reflected the
Gordo.
The Gordo, yeah. This is like looking really close now. Obviously, DDD can be a bit of a challenge to kill because of just how the character works and how heavy he is and how great his recovery is.
Yeah.
And now that Eevee doesn't have Arsene on deck, it's going to be even harder. You know, relying on those kind of kill setups, raw smash attacks. Yeah, looking potentially a bit hard for Eevee unless he can find Arsene again. Okay, nice recovery. Weaving through everything.
Good parry there.
Parrying, oh, but not getting the F smash.
Bit of a scrap here, but that Gordo will take that first stock in game 2. Eevee with a... James with the lead, sorry.
Yeah, Eevee...
But not a big one.
Yeah, not a big one. Eevee really has to seal this stock. Doesn't want to like let James get extra credit. It's one of the things that DDD is so good at, right? Like living for such a long time, and even though you should have killed him like 30% earlier, he just lives and tacks on so much extra damage. And I don't think James is getting hit by any of these S smashes. Eevee just kind of struggling to find these kills, but now
Arsene does come out
Arsene
there.
on deck. Maybe, you know, just a back air will do it now.
Down air will seal that stock though. 44%.
Yeah, and he makes it back. 44%, not too bad, but getting sent off stage. Oh, no!
Oh! Able to time that F smash perfectly.
James knew that Eevee knew that a hit was coming, but unfortunately F smash is just so slow that that counter is going to run out before it lands.
Now James here with the lead, and it's a pretty big lead now. Gordo will connect. Arsene does come out for this last stock. Tetracon does counter that F smash. Tries to suck him in, doesn't happen. Down smash does whiff on that ledge option there. Double rolls back.
Oh, that's
gets hit with
Gordo
a
getting hit. All right, and then Rebels guard. Okay, now look. Arsene is out. We've seen these giant Joker comebacks before, but is he going to be able to get through 2 whole stocks? It's a pretty strong ledge trap with Aegeon. It lingers for such a long time. It hits ledge, but it's not going to kill. And that's going to be the deciding factor, right? Eevee really needs to steal this stock if he wants any chance. Any more days?
Counters the F smash perfectly.
That is going to delete
right
James.
now.
At 130% countering a DDD F smash, you are just gone. There's no way you live that. But
I see they will make this comeback. But no,
unfortunately,
down
really,
smash will connect.
I
there.
like the down smash from James. They're really smart. It's such a quick option. You know, like, some people don't realize how quick DDD smash attacks are. Down smash, that front hit of down smash is really quick, and also the front hit of up smash is quite quick as well. Up smash out of shield is like under frame 20. It's like frame 13 or frame 14 or something. So it's like a really quick out of shield option for such a heavy character.
Yep. So let's see.
Now these guys, obviously, James has to pick the character first, and then Eevee is allowed to do the counter pick. So looking like James is going to pick Mithra.
Sora coming out from Eevee.
Going on the Sora, so there we go.
Let's see how this plays out. Obviously these two have played these characters either yesterday or today.
We saw a little bit of the Eevee Sora, but this character is really weird. You know, like, obviously he has good kill moves, but he just moves so differently than other characters in this game. And combos so differently as well, you know, having like the multi-hit nair, the multi-hit fair. We'll see what he can do here. He seems to be tacking on the damage pretty well though. And like, the spell shuffling is another unique mechanic that Sora has, where like his neutral special is going to change depending on, as you use it, it swaps between the 3 options, which are Blizzaga, Faraga, and Thundaga. Thundaga. They all just kind of behave differently. Faraga, obviously, this Fireball. Blizzaga, really hard move to hit, but it'll freeze them. You get a potential big follow-up. Yeah. And Thundaga, we saw it before, just like a really big cascading wave of Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Can be really good for edge guarding, but that Prominence Revolt is going to seal it.
With grab, I believe, and that's that first stock.
Now, Sora, not the lightest character, but still, you know, not the heaviest, so gonna die at a reasonable % from that Prominence Revolt. James just so good at sealing those stocks.
Alright. It's a bit of back and forth. Yeah.
Here we go.
Hold. Yeah, it's gonna connect.
I like the Thundaga on the ledge trap, but it can be so inconsistent. The timing, you know, really isn't that great. Each bolt isn't active for very long, and there's also all those kind of dead zones in between them.
Good
He's
counter
got the
there.
counter, not going to kill from center stage. Nice.
Last in the
Thundaga kind of hitting, but also not doing it. But now he's frozen. Can he mash out in time? He cannot. At 150%, mashing out of that ice is going to be really hard. And now, you know what? It's pretty tied up. A 40%, a bit of almost a 60% deficit now for Eevee.
F Smash is going to catch out that down air.
Yeah, killing it 80%. Pyra F Smash, really, really strong.
Eevee now on his last stock on winner's side.
Yeah, potentially this could be his last stock for winners. And that
Good
foresight coming
there.
out from
making the most
James.
out of it.
If you're not sure, Mythra has a special mechanic where when she spot dodges or air dodges a move in the first couple of frames, she'll put her opponent into slow motion. It's just a really, really strong mechanic. Very hard to do consistently, but if you can follow up when it happens, you can get free punishes. And James just dealing so much punishment with this Mythra.
And it's just
Eevee looking like he's having a really hard time sealing this stock. The Pyre is out now.
Yeah. Pyre's out, looking for the kill. Back throw coming out from Sora.
Okay, Eevee's looking for that Thundaga ledge trap again, but James is really good at timing the neutral get up, using those iframes to get through it. Nice, down tilt back air. Not going to do it on the opposite side of the stage. Oh, and Prominence Revolt.
Doesn't quite kill yet.
Okay, can Eevee find a punish here? James is kind of stuck in the air. Has to respect the Prominence Revolt.
Smash back onto ledge there.
And that down air, nice counter. Really good. Recognizing that the Pyra just always wants to go for that down air follow-up.
But the up air doesn't quite kill yet.
All right, Eevee's still alive. Look, it is a last hit situation for him. But, you know, we've seen...
the dash attack should seal it.
Really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to time that counter right. I think Eevee was maybe only just a frame off that right timing. I can't believe that the counter ended there. So great work from James securing that 3-0 and knocking Eevee into the losers bracket, meaning that James has secured his spot in top 2.
Yeah.
Now we are going to see whether which one of these whether Eevee can beat
poor old Susie,
or whether we're going to see a Catholic College Sale Grand Finals.
Yeah. Hopefully Eevee can pull it out. It'd be nice to have 2 different schools fighting it out for this finals.
For sure, but I also think that, you know, Susie has had a really good showing. Now this is going to be a run back. Last time Eevee, poor old Susie, went to Game 5. This time, is Susie going to be able to win, to kind of get revenge for that original battle they had up in Winners Round 3?
Yeah. I'm also quite interested in what characters are going to be at play. They're going to play, sorry. Obviously, poor old Susie plays the Link and Young Link, and it's pretty much almost stuck with that.
Yeah, not the Young Link, the Toon Link, actually.
So, sorry, Toon Link. My apologies.
No, all good.
But Eevee has been a bit shaky on his character picks this tournament.
Yeah, Eevee has been back and forth. I think the Joker has been the strongest. Like, we saw the Joker do really well there. I think if Eevee can stick to the Joker, like use that movement to maybe like get in versus the projectiles, and like if Susie takes a back seat and throws too many projectiles, those are free Rebels guards for Joker. You know, you can just kind of press down B. Like, you take half the damage, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's pocket change. Yeah. Taking half that damage for getting Arsene is always a good trade, like, any day of the week. So definitely, yeah, would like to see potentially that one from Eevee, that Joker pick. And I think Susie will probably go for the Toon Link pick.
Yeah.
Like, that just makes sense. I think the Toon Link has been doing so much better for Susie. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, obviously, probably of each of their own really good characters. These guys know how to play these characters to their own style, in their own way. And I'm keen to see if Susie's going to be able to make this run back, or is it going to be a repeat? Yeah,
exactly. No, it'll be really interesting. I'm super excited. I think it'll be interesting. I've just heard the Terry get picked.
Yeah.
So we're going to see the Terry coming out from Eevee. Terry obviously can have a little bit of a difficult time versus projectiles and swords, but Eevee is so good at just getting giant damage off these interactions. Like, more so than I think anyone in the tournament. You know, like even James. You know, James can get a lot off a bunch of Mithra aerials, but Terry just does so much. Here we go.
And you saw before Eevee, big deep breath.
Nice, the power dunk. Like, already 66% on Susie. Pretty tied up, but James is so good at Eevee is so good at getting those early kills with power dunks, with burning knuckle, with all those classic Terry moves.
And that's first stock has been sealed, and Eevee now has go.
Yeah, now I did see Eevee bringing out that Buster Wolf against some people in friendlies. Maybe we can see a Buster Wolf here. I think he's looking to try and get a Buster Wolf, maybe accidentally getting Burning Knuckle. Buster Wolf is such a fast move, can be a great burst option, and can kill incredibly early. If Eevee can get value out of this go, that's rough.
Unfortunately doesn't.
Yeah, now back to 0%, losing access to those go moves that Terry has, but still able to play pretty rock solid. You know, Terry can still kill you early even without go. Like, that jab power dunk will kill incredibly early, do so much damage. But Susie sneaking out of that and getting some damage of his own. Like, it's so tied up, honestly.
Yeah.
This set, I could easily see this going either way. Oh, nice. Getting the down air, up air. Now at 100%, those Terry kill confirms are going to be working now. You can see Eevee looking for that jab 1 to start it up, to get on the way to power dunk.
There we go.
Not
Doesn't quite kill yet,
yeah,
but very close to.
Not from like center stage, but if he can find one, you know, now at 130.
Nice dash attack there.
If he can find anything now, it's definitely going to start killing. Let's see, potentially like a back air, potentially another like F tilt. Even like down smash, I really liked he had a smart down smash on the, wow! Down air, getting the spike hitbox.
And that dash attack will seal that second stock there.
Terry's dash attack, that shoulder tackle, great combo move, great kill move, just a really good dash attack all around. One of the best dash attacks in the game, I reckon.
Yeah, go meter here. Let's see if he's able to use this.
And now he's got go on deck. He's at 102%. You really don't want to die here if you're Terry. You want to be able to get the mileage out of these go moves. And he's got Crack Shoot. He hasn't been using much of that move, but it is so good. Crack Shoot, such a fantastic special move.
Yeah, I feel like it can be sometimes quite underutilized with Terrys who are pretty new to the character.
Yeah, if you're new to the character, you don't realize, but pretty much every good Terry is just using that move so much in neutral. You know, it hits twice, it combos, it's fantastic. It's just weird to think that the character has a back special.
Yeah.
But here we go. Power Geyser finding the mark,
there.
doing 30%, taking Susie to 100% now. Eevee getting value off this go. And he's rolling behind, looking for potentially jab power dunk or even jab Buster Wolf. Looking for an F smash as well. Crack Shoot
coming out.
Such a great burst option. And Susie unfortunately going a bit too low. Eevee getting that 2-stock, firing back, grabbing that game.
That was a really good showing from Eevee's Terry.
Yeah, I think that Terry looked really good there. The fact that he was able to get that Power Geyser, unfortunately it looked like he was struggling with the input for that Buster Wolf a little bit. But if he can get the Buster Wolf, then that could have been, you know, like even more of a domination from Eevee.
Yeah, even then, he was still applying the pressure, still racking on a lot of damage.
Yeah. Let's see how these guys go. I think they're like doing the counter picks correctly now. So Eevee's gonna pick the Terry, and now Susie gets to pick which character he wants to go if he wants to change.
He's going to stick with
He's going to stick to the Toon Link. I think that's a good idea. I think Toon Link should do pretty well as long as you can kind of keep the space and not box with Terry too much. You know, Terry's a character from a fighting game. He wants to fight. Toon Link character from kind of like, you know, an adventure puzzle game. You know, you want to like step back, maybe take your time, solve these problems with a little bit of ingenuity, a little bit of creativity, put some boomerangs where they need to be. Okay, double up smash. That is actually a true combo that that Toon Link has at 0. Really good. 45% on the deck already.
The Nair jab power dunk there.
Yeah, that's just a classic Terry combo. Like, Terry, a character that can be optimized so much, but also like those bread and butters are just so good. You know, like you can use them and they're so good. And you know what? Eevee was telling me he doesn't even do the true power dunk input. You know, he has a really hard time doing that. So he's just doing jab down B, and it's still, you know, like maybe not killing as early as the true input would be, but it's still just doing so much damage, killing really early. You know, being really consistent, which is what you need in a tournament, you know? In a tournament setting, you know, just because you can hit a combo in training mode doesn't mean it's going to be good in tournament. What you need in a tournament is consistency, and damage and kills, you know, just on deck, on the board whenever you need them, right?
Yeah. Jab power dunk, almost killing the down throw.
Now Susie at 150, yeah, punishing that down air with the F smash, really important.
All right. Terry now with the go meter. S-Smash just lifts there as Hero Spin does take him onto the stage. Oh. Gets a Buster Wolf, but doesn't quite hit. Dash attack lifts again, and now they're just playing that close-up game.
Yeah, but Eevee with the go percent is just like, really? Okay, he doesn't want to die here. Nice, he's saved himself. Sometimes when you power dunk off stage, you know, it catches the Terry player off guard and they go down really quick. But it was good for Eevee to have that recognition and get back.
Yeah.
And now power dunk here. Getting that good secured damage. 100% on Susie now.
It's a basic, just as basic conversions of either jab or like down throw and up air, early.
Yeah, it's really like, I think like that's what's taking him so far in this tournament, right? Like, a lot of these players, like, they don't really have their combos for their characters down. Like, they're able to scrap and get hits, but they're not getting the most off their hits, right?
Yeah.
And Eevee having this Terry combo down, having that jab power dunk, and having that down throw up air just means that whenever he gets a hit, he gets so much more off it than Susie.
Yeah.
You know, so he pulls ahead. Even though they scrap a lot in that first stock, now, you know, he's a full stock up, still only at 85%. It means that Susie's not killing yet, and that he's got go on deck. And he's found the Buster Wolf input, but unfortunately not able to connect with that, and Susie getting the punish. Yeah, that air dodge means he's gone.
Unfortunate there, but both on their last stock. Eevee with a sizable lead. Gets a jab power dunk there.
Yeah, the power dunk combo. Again, 100% now on Susie. Looking really good for Eevee. The Burning Knuckle not finding the mark. I'm liking the projectiles, obviously controlling that grounded space. And now already 85% on Eevee. This could go Susie's way.
Up smash connecting, not quite killing. It's last hit situation. F tilt sends
potentially a Power Geyser. Yes!
Power Geyser connects.
That was textbook. Getting that Power Geyser ledge trap, it covers every option. Covers neutral get up, covers get up attack, covers jump from ledge. That was so smart from Eevee. Great job hitting that input and getting that Power Geyser ledge trap. I think I'd be pretty happy with myself if I hit that one to secure the stock on that last game.
Same. It was almost looking like it was just a snowball running away with how the Toon Link was just able to find his hits.
Yeah, it definitely could have slipped out of his fingers there, but using Terry's strength with that Power Geyser, such a great ledge trapping tool. It just covers everything. Such a great kill option. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, Eevee hitting that one, I believe in the Eevee Terry.
Yeah.
The Eevee Terry, I am if we see that one come out versus James, it could be a completely different story.
Yeah, well, it's game 3 here. Paul Susie, 2 games down here in losers finals. Down but not out.
Yeah.
Down air connecting. It's a bit of a different story this game now. Susie's got this percentage lead, but Terry has go.
Yeah, so like that's the thing, right? Until you take Terry's stock, you don't know. Like,
missed
like
the bustle
this
there.
is like looking like a little bit of a hard recovery. Nice work. Crack shoot and rising tackle to make it back to ledge.
Unfortunately,
But
gets
now
caught out.
Susie has grabbed that stock. He is kind of in a lead for the first time this set, which is really good. If he can keep this lead and not let Eevee get too much off of these goes, he's got 2 more goes to get through, right? 2 more potential danger zones that'll have to work through. Oh, no.
Unfortunately, down
And
there.
0% on Eevee, meaning that it's completely tied up now. He's given the opportunity for Eevee to go for this clean 3-0. And if you're Eevee, you best know that you want to take this. Wow! Up smash, jab, jab, power dunk, 43% now on the board.
60%.
He's really racking up this damage.
But so is Susie. Back to even. Down air into up air.
Okay, I really think Susie's going to have to stop doing those landing down airs. Almost killing off the top from the top platform. And this music is so good. I love You Will Know Our Names. From Xenoblade Chronicles, what a great series. Burning Knuckle.
We'll
Now
take that
Eevee
stock,
pulling ahead from a situation where Susie was a full stock ahead. Now Eevee is the one in front, looking to take this spot in the top 2 in the grand finals for the Wellington Cup high school bracket.
Last stock of this game. Last stock possibly of this series.
Nice
Let's see
dare
Paul
power
Susie
dunk.
can-
Oh,
unfortunate
no, and
SD
that
there.
down air. Unfortunate for Susie. Sometimes when you're in bracket, when you're here, the pressure gets on, and you press the down air button, and then you are gone. What can you do?
What can you do? Susie, obviously getting eliminated. Shouldn't be upset with himself. Secured him 3rd place there.
Really, yeah. So look, Susie, yeah, exactly. Congratulations to Susie getting 3rd place. It's going to be on the pedestal at the end of the day, going to get that medal. Really great job from Susie. But now we're looking at a grand finals between James and Eevee, the run back, right? James obviously knocking Eevee into losers. And now Eevee has fought his way back up. Eevee, the only representative, again, the only representative of Yarram Secondary College, made his way all the way through the bracket to this grand finals. And we've got the Catholic College sale from James as well up here.
Yeah.
Gonna be really cool.
Excited to see the series. Obviously, it was a 3-0, I'm pretty sure, when they've the first time we versed. This could be a different story.
Yeah, I'd like to see potentially the Terry come out. Obviously, James didn't really play. I mean, Eevee didn't really play the Terry into James before, but the Terry was just doing so much work versus Susie.
Yeah.
Maybe the Terry will be the answer here. Like, obviously he was really good at killing, really good at racking up the damage with those power dunks. If he can do that consistently, like find his openings, get those jabs, you know, it's not as much of a big commitment as well. That's the thing. Like Terry's jab is incredibly safe. It has like jab 2 has a multi-hit, jab 1 is really quick. Like it's such a safe, quick option that you can get so much off of. But I think the deal breaker, the thing that that Eevee has to get around is these ledge traps and this Gordo play, right? Like, if he cannot get F-smashed, if he cannot get hit by Gordo, then he is going to be in such a great situation to rack up this damage.
Yeah, and here we go. Game 1 of Grand Finals.
Already, 50% on Susie. These scraps looking really good for Eevee. Oh, but maybe... Oh, wait, no. It's not Susie. What am I saying? Yeah, I've just read the tag.
James, yeah.
It's not Susie. James is going to have to run off and maybe change his controls.
Yeah. Unlucky there. Happens.
A little bit rough going into the set with the wrong tag, but that's all good. That happens sometimes.
But yeah, you gotta really already see, even though it was wrong controllers with that opening, still being able to rack up that early damage.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, coming out of the gate firing, but yeah, unfortunate that the wrong controls were on there. Let's make sure that both of the players get the right controls now, and then we can go into this grand finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this, we'd like to thank AEL for doing this, as well as Wellington Shire Council.
Yeah, thanks so much for the
supporting
Wellington Shire Council for putting this together. Thanks so much for our sponsors, Predator, AOC, and Rig. Like, yeah, going into this grand finals now. Now, look, because Eevee is coming up from losers, what that means is that Eevee is going to have to win twice. That means to get the reset, Eevee has to win this set and then play another set. And, like, I don't think it's impossible for Eevee here. Nice! Naring the Gordo back into James. If you can hit the Gordo back into King DDD, you know, that's big damage. And, James...
Good spot dodge there.
Yeah, spot dodging that and finding the F
power
smash.
dunk with the F smash there.
Eevee is a serial recoverer to stage. He likes to press those committal recoveries to stage, and then James is just always waiting there with the F smash. He really has to stop doing that if he wants a chance at taking this game, because so many stocks he's lost to that.
Let's see if Eevee can get this.
Unfortunately, yeah, not tight enough on that power dunk confirm.
No go meter at all already this set. Obviously, it's game 1, but...
Yeah, I mean, King
James
DDD
being
is a
able to
character
get
that can really kill you early, especially if James gets those big F smashes, which means that Eevee doesn't have any opportunity to reap the benefits of go.
Unfortunate
Oh, no.
air dodge to the side there.
The air dodge off. Okay, that's all right. Eevee's, look, you can see him on the camera. He's a little bit stressed out, but I think, you know, he's got a best of 5 to get this reset, so he doesn't have to worry too much. You know, even if you lose game 1, that's okay. You know, get the download, get the information, and then play. You can play better in the next games. Okay, he's going to look for the power dunk.
That doesn't kill.
Yeah, not killing. Remember, it's not the true power dunk.
Yeah.
It's also, King DDD is very heavy, and also his power dunk's probably pretty stale. If you use that move too much, then it's going to get weaker as well. That's, you know, one of the mechanics of Smash Bros is obviously staling, and if you keep using the same move over and over, then it gets weaker, it's going to kill later and do less damage. Nice, Burn Knuckle hitting the Gordo back, but James living to 164. King DDD, a character that can just live for so long.
Charger Powder doesn't connect. F tilt gets dodged there.
All
and
right.
that dash attack does take that first stock off James.
And now look, Eevee is on his last stock, but he has Go Meter on deck. If he can get some good damage, either from, you know, the power dunks, or maybe even we see like a Power Geyser or a Buster Wolf.
This could be possible.
Those are going to be options that kill a lot earlier here. But that Power Geyser just missing. Such a big hitbox there. Nice. Something here. Unfortunate getting the jab.
Power Geyser almost connects.
I like the idea with the Power Geyser. Nice. Again, I think he's looking for jab, jab, Buster Wolf, but he might just be inputting a little bit too slow. This is like looking like a really good potential comeback for Eevee, getting into the last stock, and he has Go on deck. If he can keep making this Go work, he might be able to get this comeback, this reverse 3 stock. No, but that back air center stage gonna do it.
That's James.
Really big hit. Big hit from James, finding that King DDD back air. It is such a great move. You know, it can be really safe, especially when you fall with it as King DDD. You know, quite a big hitbox, difficult for Terry to challenge, and, you know, it kills. Really strong aerial.
Yep. I'm interested. Is he going to stay on this Terry, or is he going to switch?
I think the Terry was doing fantastic work at the end there.
Same.
If he could stay on the Terry and play the way he was playing at the end of that game, I think it's great. But I've just seen him pick some Persona music, so he might be swapping to the Joker.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, Eevee, not the kind of guy to stay on one character. He's happy to swap.
Oh, and the Pyro Mythra coming out from James. Honestly, not a bad matchup for either of these characters. It's definitely can swing either way.
I would have liked to see potentially the Terry into the Pyro Mythra. Like, those Terry Power Dunk combos would be killing Mythra so early. But you know, Joker, again, like, these are 2 of the most infamous characters, arguably 2 of the best characters in the game. Both just incredibly fast. Incredibly fast, able to get a lot off these hits, right? But James, I think, is a guy who really is good at converting off the stray hits as Mythra. Whereas Eevee's stray hit conversions, he likes to play more of a reserve Joker, you know? He likes to find those stray hits and then maybe sit back and zone.
Counters that forward slash, almost kills there.
And finding those Aegeons from off the stage as well. What can he get here, though? That was such a great counter.
Promise Revolt doesn't quite kill there. Counter comes out, trying to read that forward smash, doesn't come out.
Honestly, countering that F smash was just so good by Eevee. It completely turned the tides, because that F smash would have killed him. And countering it has done like 30% back and almost... unfortunate.
Unfortunate, let go
yeah,
of
he let go of that Rebel's Guard. That F tilt came out and spelled doom for James. And now if you're James, a stock down, you really need to seal this stock. You don't want to let... if you're Eevee, you really want to steal the stock. You don't want to let James work his way through your second Arsene and potentially get close to killing you. You know, in an average game, you know, Joker pretty much only gets 1 Arsene per stock. And if you can't use those to get stocks, then you're losing some of your biggest opportunities. Looking for a ledge trap here, but unfortunately misspacing the Aegon to hit.
Eevee's playing a lot scared than last game.
Yeah,
and that Bomb's Revolt will kill.
I think he's having a really hard time getting in with Joker and like properly converting off his hits as well, right? Like he's going for these dash attacks, he's not really grabbing, and just those big Mithra sword aerials that that James is getting so much off are just spelling so much trouble for him.
Yeah, and it's not looking the best for Eevee right now. Obviously, game 2. He has 1 more game to be able to do something. Might go back to the Terry in game 3, but we'll have to see.
Oh no, and he's run back into that Prominence Revolt.
S-Smash goes wrong way. Another
nice,
S-Smash.
that S-Smash, shilling this first stock. Look, you can't count Eevee out now. If he can play a little bit reserved, you know, hold on to his stock, and then potentially get another Arsene, he might be okay. Just has to watch out for some of these moves. Obviously, Pyro, a character that can kill you from a lot of options. A lot of big, dangerous options. But Eevee's got the Persona music on. What can he do here? Oh no, he's been caught by that Blazing End. Look, there's Arsene coming out again soon. If he can get that Arsene and make good use of it, potentially he's not out of this game too. But oh no, there it is! That down air, yeah. The sour spot down air doesn't spike, but it is still a giant killing hitbox that sends you up. And at 130, Joker is not living that one.
Yeah. Well, James here with this game 2 lead, 1 game away from taking this.
Yeah, James
tournament.
2-0 up. Eevee's going to have to do something different. I personally would like to see the Terry come out. We'll see. Maybe he's comfortable with the Joker. Obviously, the Joker was doing a bit better at the end there. I feel like James plays a lot better under pressure. If he can just keep up that... Okay, yeah, he's swapped to the Pithra as well. James obviously also playing Pithra a bit earlier, yeah.
We did some plays at the start of the tournament, but we'll see how this will go ahead. Game number 3, here we go. Here on Small Battlefield.
Now this character...
Oh,
Oh, okay. Foresight
the
jab. Really interesting. That sometimes doesn't work, but cool that Eevee was able to get that. And looking like James is pulling ahead here though, with a clean 75% on Eevee. Now if James takes this game, he does win. This is the grand finals for this Wellington Cup SSBU high school bracket. Oh, James, nice.
Good punish there on the missed
Great
photon
punish on that
edge.
photon edge. Really smart, kind of fading back with that full hop and then getting the up tilt up air.
And now James just racking on so much damage with this Mithra. This Mithra is moving around.
He's so comfortable with this Mithra, right? He's so comfortable as well. I think one thing that like he's really good at, which is why he's gone so far in this tournament, is like watching out for people's reversals, right? You know, when you're a new player, you don't want to wait your turn. You want to like press buttons, get hits in as soon as possible. And that's what that's what Eevee's kind of going for, right? He kind of swaps. He's happy to like try and fire back, happy to like really try and hit buttons to hit James while he's in the air. But James is just waiting on the ground, waiting for him to press those unsafe buttons and waiting to kind of punish. Play that bait and punish game. Play that cat and mouse.
Photon edge does hit there. Doesn't really do much.
Eevee really needs to get this stock. That Blazing End connecting. But James finding the down air. Nice.
Revolt, that second hit will kill there.
Look, 2 stocks all. And oh no, James has found that up air. Eevee not with the best DI. Losing that stock now potentially on his tournament stock. The stock for the Wellington Cup. I liked the tech chase. And unfortunately James
SD.
pressing that one too low.
And we're back to even here.
It is even. This could go either way. If Eevee can be... It's even for Eevee. If Eevee can be a little bit patient here, not get hit by too many of these photon edges,
S smash.
not died
doesn't quite hit.
because James is just so good at racking on this damage, right? I think if he's going to take
Foresight
this
there
damage,
into F smash.
nice, foresight F smash. James is so good at punishing those photon edges. Getting caught by the blazing end, and now Pyra is on the board. All right, Eevee with the Prominence Revolt, dealing some good damage. Got to be careful here. Does he get a punish? This is last hit for the Wellington Cup. James finding this F tilt.
Maybe does snatch ledge there.
James
Bronze
looking for
Revolt.
another
That F smash doesn't quite hit.
F smash connects, it's over. All right, Eevee able to get some damage. These blazing ends, neither of them are connecting. They're both scrapping. That fair center stage not going to do it, but now a ledge trap situation. Those F tilts are so scary. If he finds an F tilt, can he punish this? 130% on Eevee. Anything's going to kill now. But Eevee's racking up the damage too.
Oh, misplace F smash again.
This is going to do it.
Revolt. Is that going to take it? And it does.
There you go. That is, James has taken it 3-0. The tournament. That is the Wellington Cup 2022. James is our winner. Eevee coming in second place. What a crazy set. That crazy last hit situation. Both players swapping from Mythra to Pyra, getting their recoveries, weaving through those blazing ends, and that Prominence Revolt finally sealing it on the platform.
Yeah.
Wow. Great set from both players. Great
set.
tournament from everyone.
James
Fantastic.
doing it for Christian College Sale.
Yeah, and great showing as well. Obviously, the players from Mafra College, they did a great job, and also the player Eevee from Yarram Secondary College coming second place as the only representative from his high school. That's got to feel pretty good.
Should be proud of himself there.
100%.
Both of these guys had some decent showings yesterday, but the amount of improvement they've been able to make is just incredible, and they had such better play today compared to yesterday.
Yeah, they played completely differently today. Was really impressed with how they played. And it was just such a, that game easily could have gone either way. I could have seen an Eevee come back. Eevee, James obviously playing really well with the Pithra and the DDD, but Eevee playing well on so many different characters. The Terry, the Pithra, the Joker, even the Byleth, he was just whipping them all out. So that was really great. But yeah, that is the end of the bracket for us today.
Yeah.
Thanks so much to the Wellington Council for putting this together. Thanks so much to the AEL sponsors, Predator AOC. Thank you so much, Miggle, for being on here. Potentially, I'm not sure. Should we do an interview?
We're getting him in his interview, yes.
Are we going to do an interview with James? Yeah, here he comes on. Would you like to interview him? Or
yeah.
Yeah, no problems.
Cool. James. Hello. Put on the headset, mate. James, how's it going?
I'm going good.
Let's put your mic a bit closer to your mouth there,
Hello.
so everyone can hear you.
Okay.
Right. How do you feel? How do you feel about winning this?
I feel great. I honestly didn't think I'd win it coming in, so quite the confidence boost.
Yeah. So obviously you're here with your mates. How have you guys been did you guys sort of practice last night for this, playing against each other? How did you guys prepare for this event today? Obviously, you guys from Christian College Sale, good representing there. You taking the win for them. How did you guys practice for this event?
The past 2 nights we just played online a bit,
Nice.
practiced our worst matchups and with our best characters.
It's nice, a bit of labbing, a bit of practice. Pyromithra, why?
She's broken.
Yeah, I agree. Look, you had really good play today.
Thank you.
Personally, what did you do to sort of prepare yourself? Because you played yesterday and got eliminated, losers round 4.
Yeah.
Did you sort of just, I guess, labbed or thought about what you were going to do today that was different to yesterday? Because that was a huge improvement.
Yeah, I
compared
watched
to
the
yesterday.
VOD and everything.
Oh, you were watching VODs?
Yeah, I was watching
VODs.
VODs.
Nice. So, hold on, mate. Hold on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, watching the live stream. Thank you to AEL, hosting this Wellington Cup. Thank you to the Wellington Shire Council for helping us do this. Same with the Middle Everywhere. And thank you to our sponsors at Predator, AOC Gaming, and Rig. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope to see you guys next time. See you guys.